Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back. we're back. We're a day and an hour late, but we're around. We just fed the fish. I have a story for you about today, but let's get into the gameplay first. You guys have waited long enough. We're back on max difficulty ONI. Thanks Discord overlay for getting in the way. I'm sure we'll cope. Right, we have 6 dupes, and we've just about managed to avoid starving. We got the mealwoods set up. We've just about got enough mealwoods for everyone. We actually have a bottomless stomach dupe. So we're eating 12,500 calories per cycle. Each dupe needs at least 10 mealwoods. We do have some micro bushes down here. We made a couple of lice loaves. But we don't want to use all of our water on that. And we got the fire pole in. That's all good. There comes the game music. But yes, hello Ayla Evo. Yeah. Yeah, we just put the first VOD on YouTube today. Everyone's just munching and having fun, I guess. We gotta make sure they're not stressing out as well. I think we've done pretty well in that respect. Oh look, it's like an elevator of hatches. That's funny. Am I gonna bother doing hatches today? I don't know. I'm kind of happy to stick with the mealwoods for now. Get farming attribute up, get some more seeds going, and then we could actually get the Paku going. I think we're gonna lean on the Paku more than the hatches, if I'm being honest. We'll get some hatches. Hello, Shishaline. Are we in dupe hell right now? They're actually doing pretty well. We're going a bit slower than we went last time we were on the Skewed Asteroid. Last time we were on the Skewed Asteroid, we'd actually found a hydrogen vent up here by now, and we did something with the polluted water vent that's over here. What do we want first? I think we want the refined metal first. The only issue is we poured all of our water down here. Do I actually just want to pour all of our water in here? We are absolutely not going to be struggling with oxygen on this run at all. Because we're going to have half as many dupes as normal. Because of the food requirements. At least until very late. Which makes me think we could stretch our algae out for quite a while. There's a lot of algae that we just straight up haven't dug out. Let's queue up the rest of this for now. That'd be a good idea. I think we should be past the point where we're actually starving. Hello, Carrie, actually. Hope you're doing well. Oh my god, right. Okay. The dupes could just dig this shaft for a while I tell you about my day, because good lord. Right. Yeah, come up here. We'll find the hydrogen vent. We'll get that hooked up. That is important. We'll probably geotune it this time. And then that should be our power sorted. So basically, today, I went I went all the way to London and back. I drove all the way to London and back, and I live in Nottingham, so that's quite a feat. We actually went to Basildon, which is in Essex, so it's a little bit east of London. Because there's a company there that's making me a ring. It's making me a ring, not like this one, that's my wedding ring. But like, I'm getting a ring with Rachel's ashes in them. So they're going to make that while I'm on holiday in Australia, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to have a ring. And it's got her name engraved in it and everything, so very happy about that, having to deliver the ashes. And we also went and saw the Dartford Crossing Bridge, which is interesting, because I've crossed over it for work, but I really haven't gone down south a lot. So, yeah, that was the good part. The bad part was, we got caught in a car accident. It wasn't, we weren't anywhere near it, but it was in the tunnel on the M25, just as we got to the M25. So the accident was in the tunnel, and it blocked off most of the lanes. There was only 1 lane out of 4 running. So we actually just had to try and get around that. And the accident happened while we were on the M25, so there weren't any exits. So we took an extra hour and a half to get where we needed to go. And that's why I'm an hour and a bit late. I guess I'm an hour late. But I have permission to stay up tonight, so we're just going to stay up tonight. There's a bit more food in here I want to grab as well. We might as well grab all of this, right? We want to grab all the metal. Yeah, I guess just grab these bits. We could probably speed up a little bit as well. Hope nothing bad happened to the people involved. Mate, I have some bad news. It was pretty bad. I don't want to go into too many details, frankly. But it was kind of ironic, the stuff we were seeing, considering all the circumstances. But yes, I'm not talking anymore about that. But that's why I'm late. The important thing is we're alright. Let's grab this muckroot as well. I just want to keep grabbing this food. The more of this free food we grab, the less self-conscious I'm going to feel. But I don't think we need to do micro missions for now. The thimbleweed is growing. Our bathroom loop has worked. I'm kind of surprised this actually has depleted water. I guess a little bit ended up in this tile. That's fine. We don't actually need any more water for this loop, so I'm happy for this to all just go in here. I think that's actually what happened. Yeah. Hello, Alex Byrne. Finally catching on the stream live. I'm super behind the Sargasso. Here's about up to date here. Let's just start today. Yes. We're not going to starve today. We'll be fine. Yeah, I didn't mean to do a late weekend stream, but here we are. It's nice to do them sometimes, because as you say, like, sometimes not everyone is on during the week. I don't want to make a regular habit of it, but I don't mind mixing it up if I need to. We already have this wallpaper. It's a cool wallpaper. Right. I think I'm just going to speed it up now. I don't think I actually want the dupes to do any research at the moment. I think I just want them to build stuff. The reality is, this run is going to be on higher speeds in general, and the dupes are going to be less productive than usual. So, let's actually speed through it. This vent isn't actually erupting, which is good, because we don't want it to erupt. We don't want it to erupt until we get advanced materials. Am I going to set up one of those Luma Plays things? Probably not. Realistically, I'm probably just going to make, like, a metal refinery next to it, and then just dump all the heat into the steam vent room. Just do something with that. Probably actually just put a drip pump on it, at least, and then have the steam all go up here, and then pump it out. That's if we even actually use it. We might not need to. Yeah, we're going to speed through it. We're going to really churn through it today. And we'll be around for the normal length of time, so it'll be fine. Let's enable this again, now that you're actually coming down here. There isn't any more oxygen down here immediately, but I'll tell you what, let's actually dig up the algae down here. And then you'll have something to dump in here. I also want to grab random liquids, I guess, so you don't get slippery feet or whatever. We don't really want any dupes, right? I think we're strictly not taking dupes unless they're good. Because the more dupes we get, the more mealwoods we're going to have to plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We probably have enough for one more at the moment. But we don't really want to do one more, because we've kind of got a nice little setup here. No, let's just speed through it. Let's just keep lag low and cycles high, I suppose. There's fertilizer over here. We probably don't want the fertilizer to get. Make sure to dig all of this out. Dig the algae. Dig that algae. We do want proper power. We don't want dupes running on wheels for power forever. The only thing is, we could make a little bit of refined metal so we can get smart power going for the coal. That's probably worth doing, and we would probably just shove it down here for now, right? I think we're gonna have to do it. Let's just do it. We can dig all of this out. Then tile this. We're gonna want to grab all this stuff anyways. Let's research smart power. There you go. I think we'll just rock crush some stuff. Maybe just put the rock crusher here for now. I don't know exactly where everything's going. Let's actually dig over the algae. I want to make sure we keep digging this up where we can. We got some buddy bud seeds. Right. We do actually want the buddy bud in here. Yes. Exactly. Mealwoods are still growing. Mealwoods are on a 3-cycle schedule. I'm hoping that the plants will sort of get out of sync so that it all works out. But equally, I kind of want to ride the line on food as much as reasonable, because then it means that we're not having to store food. Let's see, Ada. I'm going to skill Ada up in doctoring just in case we need a doctor in an emergency. Because, again, the dupes are less germ resistant than usual. I don't know exactly if we're going to need to do that yet, but we might as well. But yes, I think we have to do smart power because, frankly, we're losing like a sixth of our dupe labor at the moment to this. Because we're using the oxygen diffusers, and we're using them both down here just to make sure the dupes can actually get down here. Yeah. Can you be Ada? You can be Ada. Ada. Here you go. You're now carry actually. There you go. You're actually carry actually. Can you believe it? Let's just commit to putting the rock crusher here. We're gonna need the rock crusher at some point anyways. Obviously, the aim of this run as well is to just make sure that we're actually using all the blueprints. So let's actually set this to the fragile leg lamp. Alright, what we got? Smart home, yeah. We actually have to build the rock crusher first, I get it. So we're gonna make this the, Toothy Pop Rocks or Mana Crusher. Let's do the Toothy one. This represents the harsh reality of life on max difficulty. It could be a stylish base. Yes. Exactly. You don't actually need to be in a room at the moment. We'll need to research coal power as well. So let's research coal power. Yep. And then we'll want... Will we want conductive wire yet? Probably not. Probably just regular wire. We do want smart batteries. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually running this is going to be tough. Just at the start. Now, hold on. Do we have our uranium lump? I haven't seen it. I'm going to assume that we don't have a uranium lump. That's the hydrogen vent, I believe. In the slime? Okay. There's a little void up here. There's some polluted oxygen up here. I probably do actually just want to grab the polluted oxygen, so let's actually just dig this out. That should be fine. And again, getting some more muck roots will help everyone while we wait for the meal ice to come online. Let's put the buddy bud back in here so we can get the Great Hall morale again. And then the floral scent is going to help everyone. I'll probably put some floral scent elsewhere as well. In fact, I might even just put one here. Because it seems reasonably out of the way. So let's actually put a flower pot in here. This one could be a bold retro one, yeah. Jumbo battery. We need to get off of the regular battery. That would be a good idea. Decor is probably pretty bad because I'm not thinking about decor at all. Stress is going up slightly. I think I need to sweep up the liquids. Or mop the liquids. Maybe not all of them. Maybe just those ones. Oh, I removed the... Yeah, okay. Alright, I get it. You know what? Actually, just put a tile here. That's fine. Yes, let's speed through it the whole time on this run, because we're not going to have that many dupes. We're not going to have that much lag. Let's make the most of it before we go back to Sour Gas or Bust. I'm very happy with where Sour Gas or Bust is, but my god, the lag. And it will pay off, because we need all of those dupes on the other planet to actually get all of the, to get all the stuff for us. To help build all the sour gas boilers.
Hello there.
Hello, Redneck. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Right, I think what we do for now is we put 2 coal generators in here. And we just shove them on a single wire onto a smart battery. But we need to do the automation first. So how much do we make? Let's just make some locally sourced copper. Let's make like 10 lots. Once we've got smart power, that will help with the labor. And I think we should also actually just make an exosuit, because I think what we're going to, like, I think we're just going to want an exosuit down here. I think I will literally just make a liquid lock in the water, and then we will just go through the Dreco zone, rather than trying to dig around it. I don't know, maybe it'll be pretty easy to dig around it. We want all the algae, don't we? Yeah, maybe we'll be fine. All settings to the max? Yeah, all max difficulty, no teleporters. No care packages. I just want to see how much harder it is. Because the thing is, we actually played a run on the Skewed Asteroid before. 2 years ago. And it went pretty well. And we're a bit behind on this run at the moment compared to that run, believe it or not. Mostly because we've had to commit to doing a load of mealwoods for everyone. But it's not going badly. I'm sure we'll come into some wrinkles, but it seems to be going fine. We'll obviously make lime from this as well. You do need to prioritize this construction. I think the reality is, I don't think it's going to be that much more challenging, but I think it is going to take more cycles. Yeah, the basic lab. Yes, we're going to take advantage of everything. And it's a good thing I actually looked at the previous run last video, because I forgot there was a hydrogen vent up here. We actually, last time we did this, we actually scouted it out in advance, because I thought it was going to be really difficult, so I literally just looked at the entire seed and came up with a game plan. And since then, I've forgotten absolutely all of that game plan. And we're just winging it on max difficulty to see how different that experience is. And the answer is a little, but not too much. Right. I think we're getting pretty close to the point where we can just let this out. I think it's significantly more challenging when you also do super sustainable and locable. That's true, but like, I don't know. I've never cared about getting the achievements more than once. It just sounds boring to me. I know everyone has different experiences, but that's just my opinion on it. Got the Disease Restore model on top of it for a bit of extra spice. No. No, we don't. Oh, why are you splashing Whiskers? Whiskers is excited because I've come home after a long day of driving around. And also, my god, I've forgotten how chaotic driving around in the south of England is. Good lord. I've become... I feel like... I feel like that's like the increased difficulty driving compared to the East Midlands. Okay, so this is set up. We need the power. This is going to be hard to power at all. I think we may actually need an extra manual generator just to get started. That's rough. I guess we'll do this for now. Right, we have the research, but we actually just don't have the power to get it started. So let's leave the research for now. Let's Friday night this. And then I'll run this as well. There you go. Yeah, we'll just speed through it. I want to keep an eye on the dirt stocks. There is lots of dirt on the map. We're going to churn through it very quickly. Plenty of ice glow stick, a bit enough rads to get themselves super rad stick on max settings. Might want to avoid those. Yes, I'm slightly concerned about that. The fact that they rejuvenate a lot slower and they get sick a lot faster. That's concerning to me. Right, where's the germs? Yeah, we've got lots of floral scent germs now. That's good. That should give everyone a nice bit of passive stress reduction. I think it's actually really important to get the Buddy Buds on max difficulty. Just to give a bit of a passive boost. Mining Season Light. We already have this one, but that is good. We have made some copper. That's good. Oh, what do we get started on? I think, actually, we just do this first. We just plug these in first. I think I will put the power control station in here as well later, and then we'll just tune these. Why have I put the doors like this? Oh, we need the smart battery next. That's going to be the annoying thing. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Hold on. We need blueprints and everything. We must trick people into thinking we're playing on the DLC map. Alright, so I have a question for you guys as well. Because we'll probably do more short challenge runs in between sour gas or busting. So, like, what do you actually want to see from those? Because I want to go back to the Prehistoric Planet pack. I think we've done enough stuff on the Frosty Planet pack that we don't really need to go back to that specifically. But I definitely want to go back to the Prehistoric Planet pack. That's actually a lot of shine bugs. How's your rads doing? Oh, it's fine. You're not in here forever. I'm glad we're now at the point where we can comfortably speed through it. I could move this so we could put another dupe in pretty easily. Where do I want to put another oxygen diffuser? I think actually, let's just put the oxygen diffusers in the shaft. Like, I might actually just commit to putting one here. And then, actually, we probably want another barracks, don't we? There's room for 5 in here. Try to blast Demolier on the Dino map. Beetle looks interesting. Yes! Actually, that's true. Beetle is interesting. But I think I'm only going to go back to mods when we run out of other things to do. Like, there is still stuff I want to do in this game. Also, I had some progress actually working on the Rust Melter last night. So there's a build for a Rust Melter on Reddit at the moment that's getting a lot of traction. And it looks really good. And I agree that it is really good. So I think what I'm going to do for my Sandbox Showcase video on that, I'm going to do my build, which is based on what I did in Blasted Series, which was 2 conveyors, one for the rust and one for the iron. And then I'm going to compare that to the rust and then the liquid with the thing. But the main thing I've learned from that build on Reddit is how useful liquid meter valves are. I think I've actually learned how to use liquid meter valves from Reddit. Which is interesting. Right, let's dig this as well. In fact, just do this. That should work, right? How is this looking? We need a little bit more refined metal. We're kind of getting there, but not quite yet. Are we at the point where I just tell them to start running this anyways? I think I probably 9 this. I think what we're doing at the moment, though, is we're trying to run the power, and then it's just draining very quickly. That's fine. We just need some power. And it's going to take us a little while to actually get up here and do this. That's fine. Right. Oxygen diffuser's going to go here. I think we can probably start moving the ration box in a second. Can always take a dupe every print until one dies. We've done that a lot, to be fair. I quite enjoy that challenge. Doing it on max difficulty would be something else. Maybe. Maybe. But, like, I doubt it. It would just be food. Like, we could not afford to do anything but food. It would literally be about how many hatches we can get going. How many hatches, how many Paku, as fast as possible. Incubators, manual generators. It would be chaos, frankly. And obviously there are advantages to chaos. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, copper seems to be doing alright. Yeah, this is what we want to see. Yeah. Okay. The light is currently running. I don't mind having the light automated for now. Or not automated, rather. What we got? I don't even know what specifically we're looking for in a dupe now. Something better than this, though. I think I have to be pretty good. I've done a mini map run. That could be an interesting short one, too. No, I think, again, that falls into the category of gameplay mods that I will play when I run out of other things to do. Okay, we can actually do the smart battery now. That's good. So that goes there, and then this goes there. And then I can hook everything up, and because we've not got any transformers, this should actually behave for now. So let's actually priority 9 this. Rowan can go to crop tending, because we definitely need more mealwood seeds. I kind of want to wait until we got like plenty of mealwood seeds, and then we're just going to go hard on Paku, I think. You've been thinking of, but it's not a good challenge run for lots of reasons. In theory, an iron volcano is so hot it should be able to heat sand to glass to rock gas to magma to igneous rock boiler, which should be extremely heat positive and so extremely power positive use of the rock crusher that it crushes the igneous back into sand. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Like, you do the whole thing and then you use the rock crusher and you just multiply heat. I mean, I don't think there's any real, I don't know, like, you can directly compare it to a liquid tepidizer and see how efficient it is. Because the liquid tepidizer, if Okay, let's actually just have a look at this. I'm curious now. So, tepid. We should have just searched tepid. So this is approximately 4 kDTUs per second of heat per watt. So you'd have to calculate the whole chain and see whether it makes sense to do this. Because you're using a rock crusher to get it back into sand. Also, you can obviously run an iron volcano power positive anyways, especially if you geotune it. So I guess you'd also need to weigh up the opportunity cost of that. I think we will get a power control station to put in here, but we will wait until we've got the gold. I only wanted a little bit of copper just to make this, and then probably just to do this as well. Is that even needed? To be honest, I'm kind of enjoying just moving shine bugs around. Maybe we just do that. You do need to prioritize that, though. But it looks like everyone's behaving, at least. Yeah, I think, actually, if we look at stress now, so stress is pretty low. Smelled Flowers is doing a lot of work. It's giving us the passive stress deletion that we don't actually have on this difficulty. And then people are getting appreciated, socialized, etc. The water cooler is obviously important. We do have water over here as a backup, so I think we will continue grabbing this backup water. Obviously, it's a bit further away, but that's not the end of the world. I will actually just dig all of this up, because I want the air to flow into this area properly. We've established that we can't really go... Actually, we can go in here. Do we have super hard digging now? We do. Okay, so I think I actually do want to go in here. The issue is, it's cold enough they're going to get chilly surroundings, which is going to stress them out. So maybe we wait until we've got an exosuit to do that. You were also thinking about no achievements run where you could build outside starting zone and would end at cycle 365. Lol, that's really funny. That's really funny. I will definitely tune in and watch you do that. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I've been lurking a little bit. Unrefrigerated food meal ice, yes. Yes, let's just get this built and then we can get you off the wheel. And I don't think we're actually... So I think basically, we're not going quickly, but we're getting stuff done with less dupes. And we've the main difference is that we've explored less than before. Right, so 10 and 90, and now we've got smart coal power, so hook this up, hook this up. I think we actually just disable these now, and we deconstruct this. And I'll replace this with a crafting station, probably. We could just get some oxygen masks going first. And then I could put an oxygen diffuser in here, maybe. And then we can keep this a laboratory. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Smart power. Beep boop. Coal is so good. You play a Prehistoric Planet pack with Pete, and then you realize how good coal actually is. It's amazing. And now we can put some extra stuff in here. I will put the sensor in here just because we've actually already built the lamp. In retrospect, I think we probably should have just put the shine bug in there because we have plenty of shine bugs. I do kind of want to get rid of the shine bugs though, because I don't actually want the radiation for the dupes. I don't think that's actually sensible. So I think what we'll do is... Actually, I think we'll do this time. Oh, right. Hold on. I've realized something. We don't actually have coverage over these two bits. Because the room is wider than usual. I think we get around that by swapping the water cooler. Yeah, let's do it. No achievement would mean no O2 pipes. That sounds fun. Yeah, I think there's a lot of wrinkles, but that's good. I think that's what makes it actually interesting. Because at first I thought it sounded boring, and then I realized actually there's a lot of ramifications for this. Maybe I just don't build the, you know what, get rid of this now. I will build the ration box, but maybe we don't actually need it. So this is actually going to go here, and then I guess we're going to wire it like this, and then lamp. What lamp are we doing? Let's do the mining one, because we just got it. Then just that will do. And we can get rid of this. And then we want, let's see, so we want a few things. We want the crafting station. Crafting station goes here. I think you'd always have to have one dupe with no bed, lol. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it would be a pain, but in a good way. Right, what do we actually want? We definitely want a hydrogen generator. Right? Let's get that, because the hydrogen vent is up here. That should actually be the next thing, because I don't want to burn through all the coal first. And also, we know we can get up here and it's not going to be too much of a pain. Now, the slime is only over here. This bit is actually cold enough that the slime is dying, which is funny, but it's because the geyser is here. So, a rare stroke of genius in the game. So, let's actually just dig this. This doesn't need to be complicated. And then we don't... cock. We don't have obsidian digging. I still want to grab this too, actually. Let's keep grabbing this as well. I guess we'll grab all the coal. Grab that. What do you think about the dinosaur DLC? I like it. It's very powerful. The Lura plant in particular, I think, is really powerful. It's literally just free plastic if you get it right with the beaters. And I will do a video on that, but I'll do it when we return. Lums are great. I'm glad they added a critter that can harvest plants. I think that will give people some interesting ideas. I know we want to put the ladder here eventually, so let's actually just dig this out first. I think it's very powerful. The meteor as well is pretty easy to sort out. You can get enough blast shots made to shoot it down pretty quickly for a space POI. Iridium is crazy, and actually having the meteor land and grabbing the iridium is also crazy. It's literally like almost as good as thermium. And we used it for plastic melting really early on in our run. Now obviously you don't have super coolant, but you can make builds with the Prehistoric Planet Pack DLC that don't make sense normally, because you have such early access to a finite quantity of heat-resistant material. And if you have the space POI, you have as much of it as you could ever want. This slime has 6 germs on it. I feel like if we actually get up here and dig this out, we might actually have the wiggle room to get around everything. You can dig this slime. So yesterday I found a space mining site with iridium on my Oasis start. Wow. Yeah, no, Prehistoric's really good. Dartles and Rexes are pretty bad. I mean, if you haven't got an alternative, you need to do them. But, like, realistically, we just went to the teleporter planet and got the Drecos. Jawbows are also really good. I'm so glad they've added another critter that gives metal. Critters that having access to critters that give metal is really good. And it's interesting. Both the Frosty Planet Pack DLC and the Prehistoric Planet Pack DLC give metal-producing critters. The base game needs a metal-producing critter, right? Can we actually have the smooth... Can we have the smooth hatch convert refined metal into metal ore or something? And then we can get metal ore from volcanoes? Like, I don't know. Smooth hatches are really bad. The base game doesn't have a critter metal solution. I think it makes sense. How's food going? We've dug up a lot of muckroot now. That's good. We've actually got some mushrooms. Okay. How much copper do we have? A little bit. Okay, we don't need a lamp over here. We do actually want lamps in here. What do I want to do with the shine bugs? I don't actually want to irradiate the dupes. We have smart power now. And the thing is, the shine bugs are going to hang out in here unless we actively kill them. The only thing is, there's a couple left on the map. Do I really want to kill them? I don't know. I think we will kill them if we have issues with radiation. But I will put the lamps in anyways, and then maybe we'll move them later. That seems reasonable enough. Here you go. And then that can just go there. Let's use up the rest of the copper on this, like, little amenity. Steel is your base game critter ore. That's true. Yeah, you do get to a point where you can do that. It's... I don't know. We're not really planning on using these, so I'm not going to worry about that. We obviously don't have any room in here for the mealwoods. I'm not going to plant any more mealwoods. We actually have enough stuff going on here now. Right, yeah. I think I want to get to the hydrogen vent. Well, actually, this is probably fine. I think we just need to get down here. So, it's probably making an Atmos suit, right? Do we want suits? How do we get to those again? Quite a way down here. Am I just going to skip masks and go for a suit? I think I am, because I do not want the stress from those penalties. I think I am going to do that instead of going for the hydrogen generator. This is going to take a little while. So what do we do while we're waiting for the suit? Because I don't think it makes any sense to go all the way down here without a suit. We'll just put a checkpoint in near the water and then we'll get going. And then we'll just explore. I think I actually need to make like a box space for being realistic. Iridium is super OP and quantity is quite high. I ended up using it for airflow files just with decor. Yeah, Iridium's pretty high decor too. It's so good. Dino Pack needed more for something to make phosphorite with all the metal volcanoes that not having a renewable source of GO2 is a bit sad. Yeah, that's true. I did find that. They do need another source of phosphorite. I would like to see that. Because the Frosty Planet Pack has that with the Mammoths. So, I would quite like a Lum variant that produces phosphorite. I think that makes sense. But maybe have it be like an evil Lum that squishes plants instead. So you need to make sure that you don't have them next to the plants. I think that'd be pretty funny. You can just give it like a punk rock aesthetic with like a mohawk. And it's got like a little angry face. Okay, I'm actually really hyped now. I totally want to see like the villain Lum arc. It'd be such a good little video for Clay to do as well. Because the whole marketing was around the Lum being this dopey little fella that has nothing but good thoughts. There is also the Critter Fluxomatic over here. Do I actually want to use this? We could use it to get like a gulpfish, maybe. I don't know. There's stuff in here as well. I could get people to come over here pretty easily. What would that even look like? Would I just get you to dig? I think I would just get them to dig this out, right? We want all that sand gone. And then just come in here and do this. I want to grab all the random muck roots over here too. Hello, Nuno. Hope you're doing well. Yes, good evening. We're doing alright. We are surviving. We're on max difficulty. There's a couple of things I want to do today. We just set up some coal power plants with some smart power so the dupes aren't running on wheels anymore, which I'm really relieved about because, frankly, with all these mealwoods for food, we need as much dupe labor as we can get out of these guys. That's kind of why I'm max speeding it and getting the high attribute points as well. You tend to turn the flux off in World Gen just to not feel pressure to use a funny critter machine. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, it's not very strong, really. If I'm on a smaller map, I often turn it off just so I have more space. But, yeah. Best use for Fluxomatic is turning wild tweetles into grubs and dumping them on your farms. That's probably accurate, to be honest. More decor stuff that we don't really need. That's fine. We have slightly too much food at the moment. Well, I think you're mostly eating meal ice, so that's fine. At least we don't have to worry about... At least we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that is pretty smart. I think more research is just the order of the day, especially while we're waiting. Oh, look. We got digging now. We got digging on Ari, so we can actually just come and grab this now. Good. So let's actually just go up here, I guess. And then we'll dig this out. Let's actually priority 9 this dig. The large critters fit in there. Oh, wow, that's a good question. Dumping a jawbone in there is quite funny. Does it have like a little animation that plays for it? Like, does it like try to squeeze it in? Also, I haven't had dinner. Here's dinner. Look, it's one of these happy bananas. You know? What a day. I'm just glad I've actually got some time to stream, because I didn't want to let you guys down, and frankly, I want to see how this goes. So you can get wild regal mammoths. True. Very true. There should be a... Okay, you know what? Here's what the critter fluxomatic should do. When you finish it, there should be a setting that lets you rewild critters. Like, turn them from tame to wild. Because that functionality isn't in the game, and you do actually occasionally want it. You know, I actually feel like we're getting to the point where I've had enough good ideas again that I should make a top 10 things I want for ONI again video. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that when we get back from holiday. Ugh. I have so many good ideas. Well, I have so many ideas. I'm not sure they're all good. Am I actually gonna make oxygen masks? Probably not, unless we have an emergency, but I might as well shove it in here. I don't think we're doing anything else in here. I could put an oxygen diffuser in here. Let's do that. I know I'm burning through a lot of the algae at the moment. There is a lot of algae on this map. I'm not really worried about that. Look, there's even these big lumps here. Also, I think if we're doing Paku, we're going to feed them off mealwood seeds. We are reaching mealwood seed levels that I would be happy doing Paku. Wouldn't that be super broken? Would it? Ow. Maybe have the machine have a cooldown so you can't do it too frequently. But I don't know. I haven't really thought about it that much, to be honest. Please explain how it'd be super broken, because I'm curious. I'm going to have to make a little bit more refined metal. Let's make like another 10 lots and then go from there. We're going to want an exosuit just so we can get down here without the dupe stressing out. And I think that's the key. I think before we could get away with it on normal difficulty, on max difficulty, I don't think we can get away with it. I do not want the dupes really leaving this biome. Otherwise they're going to get stressed. The buddy buds will help, but they'll only do so much. For the challenging, if you never did the whole Shinebug chain, it'd be an interesting one. We didn't do the whole Shinebug chain, but we got pretty far. We got about halfway through on a run. The funny thing is, I think that was just in our printing pod challenge. We actually had a run where we were trying to do it that we didn't get as far in. That was with the lights out mod, but we did it on the printing pod challenge. I think because it was literally in a room with phosphorite, and it was in the kitchen, and we just had it happen randomly. It got all the way up to like coral bugs. And I think if we were actually making barbecue in there, it would have gone even further on its own. I still like the idea that people had for Shinebugs where the radiation levels increase the further you go up the chain. And then you can have more lag-efficient Shinebug reactors. I like that idea. You know what? I think actually what we're going to do is... Because I don't want to put another barracks row in here. I think I want all the barracks to be at the same level. I'm going to plant some mealwoods here. Yeah, we can do this. And then I'm going to put some more barracks in. Because we can at least get, like, one more dupe. Wild critters don't have to eat and reproduce as free meat once you get enough wild ones. Yes, that's true. If you had 200 tame hatches, and then you made them all wild, that's basically the same as 50 tame hatches, except now you don't have to worry about feeding them. But, I don't know. You don't get as much throughput on the materials either. Oh, I think there's a couple of specific critters where you'd want to do that, but it's not all of them. Well, the higher end ones give more light in like a radius, but that's not super useful. They give more decor as well, but again, that's not super useful. The rads would actually be beneficial to people trying to set up Shinebug reactors. Hello, Monkey. Hope you're doing well. Abyss Bug has no light. Yes, and you would keep it so that the Abyss Bug has no radiation. So you have an option for Shinebugs for decor that doesn't have radiation. Is it spaced out? This is! We are on the Skewed Asteroid. So everything's kind of the wrong way up. So we've got this nice big vertical shaft that we're working on. But we're on max difficulty. So the dupes eat twice as much food. They are very radiation intolerant. They get stressed very easily. But we're actually making it work pretty well because we're taking it nice and slowly. And we didn't let them all starve immediately. That was the key. Because we were going to get them all to starve immediately. I never normally build enough food, but we just built a load of mealwoods. Have fun, Redneck. See you later. So I'm going to get these Shinebugs out of here eventually. I think what we might do is we might make a Shinebug jail where we just shove them all next to some slime. Maybe we just put them in here. I don't know. We'll see. There is oxygen up here, so I'm hoping we actually get up here to dig soon. There's also the Paku here, so I want to sort that out. But we're going to get a hydrogen power plant set up, and then that's going to supplement the coal. Because I don't want the dupes manually delivering all the coal over here for ages either. But at the moment, we're mostly constrained by not having access to exosuits. We have reed fiber, and we have the other... We have a little bit of refined metal. But we want to get down to the gold volcanoes, but there's too many obstacles in the way for us to do it without making exosuits. I don't really want to leak all the water down there. Or maybe we do. I don't think we do. I think we use the water to make a liquid lock. And then we just dig down. Because before, I think we just snaked through all of this. But I know there's a polluted water vent up here anyways. We were using that to dump the gold in. So we want to go find that and activate that as well. I think the last time I just had some trickery to like get it to flow through the map and not leak the gases. But this time I'm not going to play it that finely. We're just going to exosuit dupes and brute force it. What is our digger doing? Nothing. I guess you're just digging other tiles, right? Let's see what Dinglebopper is up to. You're here. Your power... What? Excuse me? Oh. Ari needs digging priority. That's the issue. Okay. Fair enough. See you later, Nuno. Oh wait, are you going or are you just saying goodbye to Redneck? It's fine. No worries. Right, speed 3 again. I need to be not afraid to speed 3 at this time. Also, we kind of have too much food now. I mean, I guess they'll eat the meal ice quickly. I kind of want to print another dupe if they're any good. Let's see. You're pretty good. Just a general dupe. You got lots of interests. Lots of interests from morale is pretty good. Quick learner is good. Iron gut is good. I think pay is pretty good. Yeah, I think we take pay. I think pay is good enough. A generalist, to be sure, but perhaps we just take a generalist to give them supplying, because we need supplying. Or perhaps just another farmer. Let's get pay and specker and supplying. So, let's do that. And then maybe eventually we get paid to do mechatronics, and then you can just do all of this. Then a little bit of researching, a little bit of farming. We're on a Skewed Asteroid. It's kind of like a normal Terra asteroid, except a lot of the biomes are reversed. I think it's particularly like the initial Terra biome is flipped. But the actual borders of the map are flipped as well. So the magma biome is over here, and the space biome is over here. But the space biome is also up here. And because the space biome is over here, you actually have a little channel that you can use for rocket chimneys. Not that I think we're going to get that far. Maybe, if things are actually going really well, like, we'll pick this up at some point after we come back from holiday, and we'll do the rocket chimneys. Because that would be fun, and I've never done rocket chimneys on a map. I've had no real incentive to, but if the chimney is already mostly built because of the map generation, I won't complain. Right, we need to put another mess table in here then. And then I actually need to dig these up. And then I need to put a bedroom in here. I think we're alright having a bedroom in here. No, not those ones. These ones. I think we can just have the dupe sleep with the mealwood for now. But basically, food is going to be the constraint on all of this. And we've got enough food at the moment. So, let's just chill.
Seek fluid intake.
Seek fluid intake. True. Now, this is technically fluid, but it's also dinner. So let's mix it up, and we'll have some more Fanta. I got like halfway through this before realizing it was sugar-free. No, we're not doing Pepsi. We're well-behaved today. I say we're well-behaved. I've had like a metric ton of Tim Hortons French vanilla coffee today. Because we went to Derby to go and fill up the car at Costco. And they have a Tim Hortons nearby, so we got breakfast. And that was 10 quid for the two of us for breakfast. That was amazing. It was a nice bit. It was nice little breakfast muffin too. And then the French vanilla coffee. It's so good. I mean, it's like 400 calories. So like, I shouldn't have had 200 today. But whatever. I just needed the energy for driving. You're drinking tea? Nice. This needs to be done now, sorry. Wait, you're not really all going to build this, are you? No. Yeah, Pei can build her own bed. Do we have a spawn? Heck no. We know how to make a spawn. Obviously, we have our YouTube video. It's the first one in the Sunblock Showcase series. I am not worried about a spawn yet. We have plenty of algae. We do not need to make a spawn until the algae runs out. And we're on a Terra asteroid at the end of the day, so there's a lot of algae available. The spawn is not really a consideration on here now. A metric ton, so that's about 1,000 liters, right? Yes, exactly. It was really hard to get the car moving because I literally filled my stomach with 1,000 liters of coffee. Yes, that's my fault. Did I say literally? If I did, I didn't mean it. You enjoy the radiation? Right, let's speed up. This is Pei's. Does this actually count as barracks? Yes. Well, there you go. You can sleep with the mealwoods. Right, so we should focus on power plant. Yes. We have smart coal down here for now. We have a lot of coal, and we're not really using very much at the moment because the base is small. So this will do for now. But the plan is, there's a hydrogen vent up here. See? You can just about see it. We're going to hook this up, we're going to geotune it, and then we're going to run it for power. I should probably check how spiky it is. What does spiky mean? So, 250 grams per second at 500 C. This is very unspiky. This is not a very efficient geotuning target. Also, it's going to be quite a pain to actually get this online because it's going to be erupting the entire time. I think what we do is we just... some steel containment. That's true. I think what we're going to do is I'm literally just going to use it to, like, boil this biome. It's surrounded by abyssalite. We want to cook the slime. That seems reasonable. And then we just put a pump at the top. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually just dig... we'll leave that tile in for now, and then we'll dig here, and then we'll dig here, and then we'll dig all of this out. And then we don't want to release the sedimentary rock. We'll put the pump here. But the minute we open this, it's going to start erupting hydrogen, and it's going to be fine, but it's going to stress the dupes out pretty quickly being around the hydrogen, so I want to build all the infrastructure before we do anything. But I will just have it cook the entire slime biome, I think. And in actual fact, I think what we do then is we dig out a lot of this where it's not covered in slime. Just so we can access the bits that are covered in slime. I could actually get up here and then do this. Seems okay. With the power, we could run a thermoregulator to build an infinite super fridge. That's true. Do we need a fridge? Probably not. I feel like we're going to be consuming enough food that's not going to be an issue. Especially on max difficulty. Yeah, just dig all this bit out. Do not release the slime. I actually want to come over here as well. Go ahead and dig most of this. Maybe not that bit. There's another buddy button here. We could actually get over here and then release the hydrogen into this bit. That seems like a good. All hail the mighty Draco, best fiber plastic critter. You know it. Very true. Yeah, top of my tier list for a reason. I think I will come back and do the tier lists as well at some point. Right, here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to do this a bit differently. I'm going to let that tile be there. And then we can actually climb up on this tile. Then we can open all of this metal, and we can put the pump up here. Yeah, I think we do that. So then in that case, let's actually not dig this. And then we'll let all the hydrogen float up here. And then what we can actually do as well, because we're going up here, is we just open this up. And the buddy bird, we will probably dig up so that we're actually able to use the germs. I don't really want to get confused about the germs where the slime lung is, because if the dupes get slime lung, we're in real trouble. Okay, maybe we're in like... Oh. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I did an oopsie. I did a bad. Quick. I think we're fine. There's not that much polluted water in here. Yeah. I should be able to sweep most of this up. I think I do want to sweep all of this up because we want to make sure the gas is flowing around. This, actually, these two bits specifically can stay because that's going to seal the room. Yes, good. What we got? We actually got the research now? Sick, we do. Okay, so let's build an exosuit forge then. That's going to go... Wait. Do I need anything else? I don't think I need anything else. Let's put another lamp in here. We do have enough metal for all of this. We will need the metal to actually make a suit as well. That's fine. I'm glad. I think things are actually going smoothly. Right, okay, let's see. So what we want... Let's vacuum out the room before we do anything. So, I think what we want to do... This polluted water here, let's put all the slime in here. All the slime, all the polluted dirt could go in this bin. And that one's pretty easily accessible, so I don't think we have to worry about this one down here. Sweep that up as well. Before I hop off, I have to ask, got any tips to survive in prehistoric asteroid? Get the mimickers to pollinate your sweat corns early. That's my #1 tip. You will actually struggle for food quite quickly if you don't do that, because you don't have hexalent and you don't have muck roots. We actually almost starved on Relica. But we just about managed to get it done in time. I actually used mush bars. That's how tight it got. So definitely prioritize the sweat corn and the mimicker before practically anything else. The sweat corn do not grow unless they're pollinated. It's funny, actually. I say that the prehistoric planet pack is very powerful. It is. It is more difficult than Terra. You do have to get the systems to work together for it to actually work at all. Otherwise, you just stagnate and die. But if you get over that initial hump, the late game power is extremely high. Also, the mealwoods are getting too hot over here. I should probably have thought about that. I mean, we're not generating any extra heat over here, so I think this will eventually dissipate. But this may have not been the best place to put them. I think the answer to that is I actually dig out a lot of these tiles, especially the ones that aren't germy. That will actually delete a lot of the heat. And in actual fact, we can delete most of these. I think we'll just leave that one there because of the water. Thank you. Have fun with whatever it is you plan on doing. I wonder if they'd ever do something like Relica Oasis. I want to see more Oasis map stuff. I really do. Right, we have the suit forge now. let's get that made, and then we can do everything else. I want to get this done as well, but this is like relatively minor. And I think what we do for this, so we want the gas pump, we want it made out of gold amalgam. We want a ladder here, so we can reach everything. We want a gas element sensor, that's what we want. Here you go, generic sensors. I'm not sure why the game pulled me up there, that's fine. And then we probably just put the hydrogen generator in here, right? We're going to want the geotuners as well, but all the geotuners are going to go down here somewhere. Where exactly? I don't know. We've got a lot of room in this random column for random buildings. The geotuners are 4 wide, so we can put 3 geotuners each in the labs. That makes sense. Do I just put them here? Maybe. I kind of want to put another Great Hall here, though. I think that's what we do. Because I want the dupes to be relatively centralized in the base. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this seems like a pretty good core. And then we can swap out meal rooms for beds as we go. So, we're going to have another Great Hall here. I don't think we're going to have more than 14 dupes. Maybe we have 16 dupes. Well, actually, I guess eventually we could have 20 dupes if we had 2 Great Halls. So that would be 3 of these, maybe. We could replace these with barracks as we go, and in fact, I could probably get rid of this and just put some storage bins in here. Or maybe just some batteries. We can actually fit 20 dupes here. Or something. Maybe that's a good long-term plan. I definitely didn't set the space up thinking long-term. Right, let's just speed through it now. God. Right, you need to make 1
Killer
ounce.
fish.
Ah,
Killer fish from San Diego.
you first.
I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
It's been an hour. How are you first, Jenon? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we need 1 exosuit, please. And then repair them. I'll think it ahead. True. No, but like this is like a normal thing. Normally we do actually think about the base layout. In fact, normally we think too much about the base layout. It's usually the other things that I get tripped up on. Right, so what we want in here, we want slime, we want polluted dirt, we want anything got off gases. Oxalite as well, I guess. We also want rock piles. Nothing's rotted yet because we're giga based. We also want the power wire to go up here. But I think I actually just want you to make the suit first, so I'm not going to worry about the other bits. I also do actually need the automation for the sensor. Wait on that. Neo has got a skill point. Neo has ranching too. We are not currently using Neo's ranching prowess. But we will soon. How soon? Who knows? Maybe when the amount of dirt starts to decrease. We need to make sure that the gold volcanoes are set up first. Also, look, we found space. This is a space biome. Lots of Drecos. We will definitely do Drecos for plastic, but we don't need plastic yet. We probably won't need plastic for a little while. I need to add refined metal to the views. Right, we have 35 kilograms spare, so that is enough for a gas element sensor and 2 wires. Well, too bad. I want 3 wires. We'll make 1 more lot. There you go. And then we can get that set up, and we just initially want to vent everything out the room. So let's actually... Can I just yellow alert this? I don't want any more off-gassing. Also, I think I am just going to actually stick the bottle emptier here for polluted water. because we're not going to have that much for sweeping up. I can just go in here. Should I have yellow alerted all the dupes to come in here on their downtime? Probably not. But it's funny, so there you go. They're all getting chilly because of the geyser. That's funny. Got a load of carbon dioxide in there now. So we just need to vent the room first of all. So do I trick the vent or do I just vent it here? I mean, breathability is pretty high now. We just build a gas reservoir and just get it out of there. Maybe. I don't know. It's mostly oxygen and CO2. This should be fine, right? I want to make the suit. That's like the main thing I care about. Oh, we need to make the suit checkpoint as well. True. So we want to dig this. I think we just put the suit checkpoint in here somewhere. Like, I think if we just do this... We just do that, and then we seal up the other ends. That should be pretty easy. And then, well, we'll do that bit last. If we actually just ladder here, ladder here, ladder here... You're gonna get a little wet. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get you to ladder out, and I'm gonna get you to dig all of this, so that you don't get wet. Oh. That's going to drop the water level, though. Don't do this yet. Just get wet. We haven't actually been stressing the dupes out very much, so I don't mind doing this at first. This needs to be pretty 9. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of dupe labor. I'm glad that we got paid doing a lot of the shuffling around now. That should help. Yeah, that water will go in here, and then once it's dug, we can just seal it up. There's no extra oxygen over here, but that's fine. At least we've seen this volcano, so it will start doing stuff. Now, it's so hot in here, it will scald exosuit dupes. That is actually something I did not consider in the original playthrough. But we're not actually going to have to come in this room. We notice we're up to 9.3 kilograms per second every 40 seconds. Seems pretty average to me. Yeah, now Neo can just dig this. Oh, you're grabbing the bug fruit. Wow, we have a lot of food now. Do we actually have too much food now? I could print another dupe. Maybe just for now, just to get through some of this stockpile. I think that's fair. Who's idle? Oh, Neo. I guess if you're idle, we could do a research. I mean, go back to hydrogen generators. That's fine. You'll be less idle in a minute, trust me. Right, so I'm not even gonna bother thinking about planning. Let's actually just set up the... Oh, right, we need more refined metal. We need 1 for the checkpoint, 1 for the suit dock, so we need 4 more lots. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I will just print another dupe. I think we're now in a position where, especially because we're going to be able to raid the sleepweed biomes in a bit, we can increase the dupe count again. So let's actually just copy all of this over for now. Maybe I will worry less about... Oh, let's grab the shine bugs and put them in here for now, right? Let's just do that as yellow alert, or priority 9. Yeah. And then we'll plug in the lamps later. But we have another buddy bud, so that's good. Oh, we actually got the dupe? Okay. Let's see. Who do we actually want? Definitely not unconstructive. Definitely not trypophobic. Okay, none of these. Get out of here. That's fine. We are not going to have any shortage of dupes available to print. Right, we actually made the exosuit. That's good. So obviously you need to repair all of these. We're making reed fiber with the thimble reeds. I think I probably actually just want to drink all of the polluted water on the map and turn it into thimble reeds. That seems pretty straightforward. We can do that in a little bit. Let's have a look. So the more hot material there is, the more digging we can do to alleviate that. So any material that is hotter than 30 degrees, I should be digging to help the dupes out. So let's dig all this sand, because it reduces the mass by half, which is effectively deleting heat. Maths. It also gives the dupes something to do. More maths. Right, plug a buddy button there. Analyzing this is going to be an absolute pain. The dupes were idle as well, so I think I am actually just going to get them to run the pipe now. Where do we even want this to run? Realistically, I think I actually want this to run this way. Then we'll just go down here. I don't want to dig out the tiles there. And then I think I will just vent it here. Does that make sense? I can dig this up. Let's also double the polluted water in here. Yeah, I think I think I just vent it here. I think that makes the most sense. It occurs to me I could just run it down past the hydrogen vent, actually. Oh no, I don't want to do that because I want to thermally isolate it. Oh god, okay, look. Do this, it's fine. Dupes love building pipe, it's true. Right, I think we are still going to regular wire for now. I don't think there's any reason, oh god. I don't think there's any reason not to do this. And then that's going to go up here. I deliberately don't want to build anything next to the hydrogen vent. I want to see how that goes. There you go, 93 segments. Not bad. There you go, there's plenty of stuff for you guys to do. The hydrogen is much less important than the actual exosuit stuff. But that's fine. I think. I don't think I need everyone on building anymore. I don't think I do have everyone on building. That's fine. How about operating? I think we give Ari operating too as well. I just need to make sure someone's actually doing this. Just while we're waiting to get to the gold volcanoes. Have we missed out on any blueprints? Is the coal power plant on the blueprint yet? Right, we can start making things. Let's make the checkpoint here. What's going on? What's going on? Something happened.
Thanks for the sub.
The Brute Man, thank you very much for your Prime. Twitch Prime, the old reliable. Nice to see you around. Thank you very much for patronizing the channel. 100% of revenue generated by the channel is reinvested back into it. At the moment, we're saving up to get a desktop computer. Can you believe it? Hey man, it's just me finally catching you live. I know, right? We're on a weekend. We're an hour late than usual. Because I had to go to London to drop off some ashes, you know? Normal things to do on a weekend. Let's get conductive wire. We're definitely going to want conductive wire as soon as we get access to the gold. As soon as we get access to the gold, the whole run changes. Wait, really? Everyone's idle? Why? What? Oh, you're all trapped. Oh! Really? That's so funny. How did this even happen? I guess build a ladder? Yeah, build a ladder. What? What's wrong with you? I guess someone just has to build a ladder. Well, I'm in Optimus, there's a time diff as well. Yes, true. Yeah, build the ladder. Now you can escape. Good. How weird. I never even considered that was going to be a problem. You can dig these too, that's fine. I need 2 tiles high to jump onto the pole. Yes. Correct. I forget that one. Oh, there's a buddy button there. That's good. But yeah, we played the Skewed Asteroid before, but we haven't done it like this on max difficulty. We got level 3 digging on Dinglebopper now. That's good. That means I could deprioritize digging from Ari. Because we just need someone to focus on the operating tasks. We actually need the dock as well. That needs to go there. We need the power wire. Thankfully, the power wire is already here. So I can go there. We also need oxygen. Now, the good news is, if we look at the map, the oxygen is somewhat pure. There is a good pocket here. I think this is what we do. We set up a gas pump here. We set up a gas element sensor here. We do actually have enough stuff for this. And then we plug it in. Let's probably 9 all of this stuff. And then that should be oxygen. And then the diffusers could just keep running. And then that needs to go here. And I think I'll just run it this way because we know that there's going to be tiles in there or something. Yeah, it should be fine. They're like building pipe. I need to priority 9 this. Actually, priority 9 this, and then priority 8 all of this. And then this stuff can stay at priority 5, because the hydrogen will be nice to have. Running coal so hard mode, but skipping achievements this run. Yes. I don't usually care that much about the achievements in the game, if I'm being honest. I'd rather just play the game the way I want to. I'm much more interested in seeing what we can do on max difficulty, because I've never done max difficulty before. I don't want to hamstring myself again in a different way. Let's assess the variables independently. I have also done super sustainable before. We did it. We did super sustainable. Did we do super sustainable locavore and carnivore in the same run? I think we did. We did it with plug slugs. If you look at the short runs playlist on YouTube, there should be a run where we did a load of plug slug ranching and we did all 3 achievements because people kept asking me about it. And it was fun, but I just don't want to have to do that every single time we start a run. So it's one of those things like exploits not included, where we did a run where we weren't allowed to use things that chat deemed exploits. I like doing these little runs where we investigate these things that chat asks me about, but then I mostly do what I actually want to do. Wait, what's going on? Something's happening. Something's happening! I don't know what it is. We got a hype train going, apparently. I don't know why. Game, give me more information. I mean, Twitch. Twitch, give me more information. You have the chance to earn exclusive emotes, apparently. Also, I keep forgetting to mention this. It is Subtober. You do actually have 25% off subs at the moment. I'm not really encouraging people to sub at the moment because I'm going on holiday for 3 weeks in October. But if you want to support the channel, you can totally do it. I'm not going to stop you. And ultimately, the more money we earn, the sooner we will get our desktop computer and the less lag we will have. So you do actually have a real goal to work towards. And we're doing pretty well at it too. Right, this pipe should now be set to just oxygen. Do we... I think actually what we will do as well, once we've researched this, let's actually get the pipe element sensor, the pipe thingy sensor, whatever it is. And then we will dump all the non-oxygen down here, because it's all CO2, right? Why do I have a hype train? Something happened, and I didn't see what it was. Perhaps it's someone staying anonymous, in which case, fair enough. That's absolutely fine. I just want to make sure that my systems are actually working properly. Right, we have... Oh my god, we have a lot of stuff. Okay. That's fine. No more research for... Oh, wait, no. We were going to research the pipe, gas, element, sensor. This... Okay, almost. We were very close. There you go. I also want you to grab this so we can get in here. I sub-trigger it? I sub-triggered it, I think it all depends on how many other sub-bits, etc. before me. Yes. But you're the only one that's subbed today. So I'm a bit surprised that it's actually triggered a hype train on its own. And it also happened a little while after you subbed. Which makes me think something else happened. And I'm going to find out about it later. Then again, I guess it was only 4 minutes after? I don't know. I'm sure it'll all be revealed in time. I just want to get this gold. I think we can get the gold today. And the good news is the volcano is actually erupting as well because we've seen it. That is important as well. It's Amazon. God knows why they do things. Yeah, I know, right? No, I like Twitch Prime. I actually really like Twitch Turbo. I'm actually kind of thinking of stopping my Amazon membership and getting Twitch Turbo, and that way I can watch all the fellow small streamers like me and not have to sub to anyone. And not worry about subbing to anyone, because I could just have Twitch Turbo and then I can watch everyone and everyone gets a little bit of money. You have Turbo and it's good? Yeah! Lots of people are getting Turbo. I think it's honestly worthwhile. A, because Twitch ads suck. I don't run Twitch ads because I don't want them to interrupt my stream. I only run the pre-rolls. If you have the attention span to get past the pre-rolls, you'll have a good time. But I don't like the mid-rolls. I don't like people asking questions and then they get cut off during the answer. I just don't like it. It doesn't make any sense to me to run them. But what I will do is I'll encourage everyone to get Twitch Turbo, and then they can support me without getting... Well, they can support everyone. If you get Twitch Turbo, you can support everyone that you watch. Not just me. Any other random person playing ONI. You don't have to pick and choose like you do with subs. Like, there is... Like, I'm subbed to Shen, because I always watch Shen when he's on. I'm either lurking if he's playing a game I'm not that interested in, or I'm just actually watching him intently. And I've been doing this for like over a decade. So I think that makes a lot of sense. But, what was I going to say? Then I use my Twitch Prime sub. And I think that's it. I think I only have 2 subs on the go. And if I use my Amazon membership for like shows and then deliveries, that makes sense. But I really haven't been using it that much lately. And partly that's because I'm waiting for The Boys and Invincible to have new seasons. But I think the stuff that I actually want to watch on Amazon comes out infrequently enough. It's not actually really worth me paying for it. I don't think I'm really getting my money's worth anymore. I'd rather spend that money on Twitch Turbo and then have more of it go back to people. I think that makes sense. But yeah, I don't currently feel like I have any incentive to actually run Twitch ads. Because it seems like Twitch ads are so pervasive and so annoying that everyone is just getting Turbo instead. And I realized if I did put Twitch ads on, that would probably encourage people to go towards Turbo as well. But I just don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like I earn enough ad revenue that I want to ruin everyone's experiences by doing it. I have thought about it because with ONI, it's pretty easy to break it up for ad breaks. We could go fiddle with the fish while there's an ad running. And we can do that every hour, and that's not the end of the world. I mean, I know that GC Fungus, when GC Fungus uploads their videos, they're an hour long. Maybe if I end up with less time to stream, we end up switching to that format. But I don't, at that point, I don't think there's much point in me running ads anyways. Sorry, I'm going on a massive digression here. While we were just waiting for things. Right, okay, so we have oxygen coming in here now. It is actually... well, it's close to just oxygen. I think we still need the filter on here. So let's do anything that's not oxygen gets vented. Oh, we need one more lot of copper. Okay. I think it's good enough that we can run it for now. I think being super hungry and not being able to plant is something that isn't fully explored one by one. Since both attack your laziness and getting proper food sources. True. That's very true. Because then you would just have to go for hatches or paku right away. Are there any more hot bits I want to dig up? This is somewhat hot. I don't really want to get into the slimy bit. We could get into a little bit. Maybe if we just do this. And then that. Because I just want to delete as much hot mass as possible now that we've stopped this from erupting. Right, yeah, you're still charging up. I need you to put this here. I need a NOT gate here. And then I need the vent. But obviously we don't activate the vent yet. Nearly done on the research. Let's speed up again. I think we're alright on meal life for now. I think the turnover is good enough that we're not having it rot. That's the main thing. If I'm growing all this food, I do not want it to rot. Also, I want to put a door in here. I want to make sure that only Ari is allowed to go through here. So, door please, and then don't repair this. Save the copper. Research is done. Let's leave that for now, and then let's put the... Oh, God. We need more stuff. You don't need the thermoregulator. Okay, are you actually doing this errand? No, you need one more copper. Okay, fine. Wait, no! Food is decaying. Yeah, okay. This is a sign that we're growing too much meal ice. So, let's print more dupes. And let's put rock piles in here. I don't think we're going to get it 100% on the dot. But I just want to make sure we don't have a massive pile of polluted stuff forming here. Yes, we have 23.2 kilograms of rock pile. What? Really? That's a lot. What? Why so much? How much does each meal ice weigh? I guess they weigh a fair bit. I guess we've dug up a fair bit of material again. But let's print another dupe. Let's print a dupe that's not bad. Okay, so you're germ resistant, you've got iron gut. That's kind of redundant, but that's decent. Increased medicine is fine. Cooking. We need a chef. Nicola, you're the chef. Easy. We don't actually really need you to do anything else. We could get you to do operating. Does Ari have operating interest? No. Therefore, Nicola is now the operator. So, Nicola is going to go operating and then cooking minor, I think. Then Ari is going to go back to digging primarily. Yeah, that seems good. Everyone's on the same schedule. I think that's fine for now. Let's do that. So that's 16,500 calories per cycle. That's fine. Let's wait for it to get a little bit lower, and then we'll plant the next row of mealwoods. Right, so now we want the gas vent. Gas pressure is low enough, this is fine. And then we also want the gas element sensor. Yeah. So probably going this. Our plan hasn't quite worked. We have a little bit... I think I need to lower this one more level. Yeah. You dig this too. That's fine. I realize that we're not generating a gigantic surplus of oxygen at the moment, so we probably shouldn't think about that too much. We could also put a carbon skimmer in. Do I want to do that? It would be quite easy. We could, well, I guess the siev's up here. It would still be quite easy. And I know for a fact we're not planning on having the level drop lower than this, so maybe we just bite the bullet and do it. So let's actually put like some mesh tiles here. You know what, I think I'll put it this side. I think I'm less likely to put actual base stuff this side. And then let's dig all of this. Except for maybe this one. And then we'll dig all of this. Well, I don't think we can actually reach that. Maybe do this. Okay, you needed to build this first, but I didn't tell you to do that, so that's fine. Right, let's research the carbon skimmer. That will help our Atmos suit pumping be more efficient. So, if you vent anything that's not oxygen... Yeah, bring the carbon dioxide level down, and then that will work. I will get you to just dig all of that as well. And then actually dig this. Power wire can just come over here. And then the pipe. Well, obviously we got this pipe here. Let's just wait until we got the carbon skimmer. It's fine. Let's just wait. What we got? Gloves. Good. My favorite! My favorite! Okay, you're now idle. What else? More mealwoods? Or more muckroots? I mean, we do need to get over here at some point, so why not? We do also just want to get up here, don't we? Actually, you know what we should definitely do? We should just dig over here. In any case, I think we're actually ready. So, default is none, and then Ari can go through. So, I think what we will do is we will leave the water there, and then we will just dig down, because the Atmos suit has a very high bonus to excavation. Combined with Ari's inherent digging skill, this means we should be able to clear the terrain very quickly. And obviously, I don't have to be super worried about the chlorine. But, do I want to tile it anyways? I don't know. Maybe I do. It's not that much effort, right? I'd rather just not release the gas. I don't know. The problem then is we need to actually get Ari... Okay, now Ari is on digging. So Ari... I think I just need a priority 9 to dig, right? Yeah. Yeah, do that. And then we can keep going and looking at other areas as well. There's lots of stuff over here to grab. There is a buddy bud over here. That's pretty good. Ari has deep diver's lungs as well. So Ari is pretty well suited to Atmos suits. Ari does actually need to make it to the suit terminal though. That's kind of frustrating. Okay, there you go. Now we're in business. You can dig that too, but that's a relatively low priority. Is this wall of algae going to hold back all the water? I'm kind of skeptical. I'm slightly skeptical, but we'll see. The funny thing about pressure damage is it usually takes a while to actually start happening. So, yeah. Right, we have the carbon skimmer. Let's get this set up because that's going to make our Atmos suit more efficient. So, our wire goes there, that's correct. So, the water... So the water needs to come in here, and then the polluted water needs to go out. So I think what we do is... we put the bridge here, and then all of the excess water goes back to the skimmer. So the water that gets past the bridge. So that comes down here, and then it'll go in there. And then I'll ladder these tiles just so we can get across again. Because we can reach all of those tiles. And then the polluted water pipe, obviously I could have it go back up here. Do I want to do that? Maybe. It'd save some time, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's just do this. And then that can... that bridge could get removed. And then... I want to make sure the bathroom liquid gets prioritized. So I think what we actually do is put a bridge... here, and then a bridge here. Oh, wait. No, hold on. I think I just put the bridge... Put a bridge there, and then I think we just hook this up separately, right? Like this? Let's just do that. Let's see if that works. I think this should work, and we're not going to end up dumping extra polluted water into the thimbleweed than we need. Also, this needs to be priority 9. This is priority 9. That's good. Right, muckroot. Meal ice is low. That's good. We want meal ice to be low. This is way too hot for mealwoods. There is a lot of hot polluted oxygen here that we won't be able to get because of the slime. We could probably actually, give me a sec. We can get in here. We can get in here and then we can dig up all the clay. Oh, not all the clay. Leave that. That little bit of water is fine. There's no germs on these bits. We know that for a fact. But we obviously don't want the water to leak either. So let's actually dig all of these tiles. Then there's no actual slime lung in here either. So we can actually come in here and dig all of this out. That seems good. That should not actually cause any issues. Right? There'll be a tiny little bit of water, which I will actually just get them to mop up. That's fine. They're building all the carbon skimmer stuff at the moment. Raptor75, thank you very much for the follow. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends their regards. I don't know where Whiskers is at the moment. Also, I just noticed the moss ball has floated up to the top of the tank. That's kind of weird. I guess the moss ball sends its regards. Thank you. Right, you've actually got down here. That's good. So, do me a favor and build these. Give me yellow alert these. I kind of just don't want to let the chlorine out of principle. Because I think the rest of this should be pretty easy to navigate. Thank you very much for the follow, Taco. Taco? Is it raining tacos? Hope you're doing well. It's raining tacos. I love that song. Right, yeah, please build those tiles. Yeah, max difficulty. We're having fun. Actually, not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, I'm sure there's still some more stuff to do, but I might actually, maybe we'll do more max difficulty stuff. This has not been a huge problem. We just need to get to the gold volcanoes. Once we get to the gold volcanoes, things will be a lot easier. At least this one's erupting now. I don't think they're going to be in sync. That's fine. Okay, then what else do we want to do? Carbon skimmers here. That's fine. So you need to fill with water. You've got a little bit of water to run off of for now. That's okay. Obviously, there's lots of carbon dioxide down here. I just want to make sure that that doesn't become a problem later, because I can foresee that becoming an issue. Then polluted water comes up here, and then we sip that. We have plenty of filtration medium. We have 100 tons of filtration medium. Something's died. The hatches have died. So we've got some meat. We do actually have a chef. I think we will set up a proper kitchen at some point. In fact, this seems like a good place to put a kitchen, doesn't it? We can move the micro bushes out of here and put some extra infrastructure down there. But the main thing we want is the power control station. Because we'll have access to the gold, it'll be super easy to run the power control station, and that will make our power woes a lot less woeful. Because we're basically going to 50% increase it. Or rather, we're going to decrease the resource consumption rate by 50% by swapping it out for a little bit of gold. It's so easy. I think what we will do as well, let's actually add phosphorite to the list, right? Do we have phosphorite? No, not yet. Can you not actually reach this? Wait, Ari can't build! That's hilarious. Well, I think we are just going to release the chlorine then. Fuck it. Why bother? This is literally Amusu territory. We know it. But if Ari can't build, that does mean we're going to have to approach this area a little bit differently. Wow! That's really annoying.
Imagine that.
Oh my god. Taco, thank you very much for the raid. I suspected something was going to happen. Oh my god, we're getting spammed. I knew we were going to get spammed. Right. Variable. Okay, hold on. Let's go over to the base. Speed 1 for now. Variable label, Dirty Chemist, Arc Me, Matty Caddy. Matty Caddy? How the devil are you? Mushy Squids, Bower Blade, Jerry Rigged It. Hope you're doing well. You hear the familiar sound of the taco truck. Friends holding beers, and tacos begin to stumble out of the cloud of smoke and start passing out refreshments. The taco party has arrived. It is indeed raining taco. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Reza Gaming. We are fish enthusiasts, first and foremost. Where are the fish? That's not what I'm looking for. Fish. Hello, it's me, Reza Gaming. Look, that's a fish. That's Whiskers. That's a channel mascot. She's an astronaut and she's a fish. Those are not mutually exclusive. They're hanging out. The Placos are hanging out. Hello, Boomers, Backyard, Kutai, Jiroku. Yep, Jerry rigged it. Yep. We're doing max difficulty. Our normal playlist, Sour Gas or Bust, has been interrupted because I'm going on holiday to Australia at the end of the month. So in the meantime, we're trying out max difficulty. We have about 3,000 hours in Oxygen Not Included. I'm not going to pretend I'm amazing at the game. I make a lot of mistakes. We're up to 800 followers now. Thank you very much, Variable Label. I do appreciate your company. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. But yeah, we're doing the rare weekend stream because I had to go to London today, and it's been a manic week. But the dupes are doing all right. They're not getting that stressed. We have Buddy Buds. The flower stress reduction is really helping. Yes, embrace the fish. Think fishy thoughts. What's your biggest tank? Mine's 120 gal. So this is a 55 gal, 230 liters. Whiskers the Weatherloach is quite large. She's at a full size. We did get the tank with her being a full-size Weatherloach in mind. And then we also have the frog tank, which has African dwarf frogs in it, too. They don't like having other tank mates. So at the moment, the frogs are just living in there as a happy couple. Just a couple of girls having fun. But they're actually just hiding under the driftwood at the moment, I think. Thank you very much for following Boomer's Backyard. We got some new barbs. The barbs are doing pretty well too. Yeah, we've had the fish for about like a few years now. We're kind of into our second generation of most of the fish, because the others have lived long and happy lives for their species. And it's going pretty well. I do need to give the tank a bit of a clean out, admittedly. We've kind of got a little bit of an algae problem at the moment. We've got a raid of 3 from Taco. What? So we had your larger raid earlier, and now we're having a second raid. I don't quite understand how that works, but Twitch has been kind of twitching today. We had a hype train earlier. You messed up. That's fine. We had a hype train earlier. We had a prime sub. We had the Bruteman prime sub, and then that triggered a hype train on its own somehow, and I'm not really sure why. But, yeah. No one gets left behind. True. You had a holdover. Nice. So what did we do today? We set up coal power. That's fine. We found a hydrogen geyser up here. This is not very high priority because the coal power is definitely good enough for now. But this is better. So we're going to get that set up, and we're going to vent this room first. We've got a little bit of polluted water to hold it back. And then we're going to fill it with hydrogen. This vent does not stop erupting. So we're going to have to actually sort that out properly. Back when I was breeding them, you had 16 tanks going at once. 16! That's ridiculous. We actually recently have done a load of YouTube videos about Paku and Jorbos. We actually just did a video about raising Jorbos in the Prehistoric Planet Pack DLC. That was a lot of fun. What do we want research-wise now? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And Jorbo are really strong. We did a couple of playthroughs of the DLC early on. Let's get the metal refinery? No, let's get auto sweeping. Do we? Oh god, I don't know what we actually want. Let's get critter ranching and animal control. I think that'll be relevant. Who's idle? Ari. Ari, you definitely shouldn't be idle. Oh, that's right. We were going down here. That's true. We've got to get to the gold volcanoes. That's the main thing. Look at all this liquid gold. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's 1200 degrees in here. It's full of hydrogen. It's full of chlorine. This is really scary and intimidating, right? Wrong. This is easier than a normal gold volcano, and I'm going to show you why. But to do that, we actually have to get in here. So, keeping in mind that Ari can't build, and he's the only dupe with exosuit training, because he started with it. We're going to have to go a little bit like this. And then we're going to get underneath all of this into the Draco biome. Now, the funny thing is, I know from our previous playthrough, we actually played on the Skewed Asteroid before. That's also on the YouTube channel in the short runs section. But I found it a little bit boring because it was easier than a normal run because of the gold volcanoes. So we actually... Why are people idle? Oh, no one else could go in the room other than Ari. Okay, I guess start digging all this out then. I do actually just want to clear out the map. Like, at some point. So I guess you can get started on that. We do want to clear out this whole region, right? Like, there's a lot of good resources down here. So just go ahead and dig all of this. While we're waiting for Ari to do the needful. Ari gets the +10 excavation from the exosuit as well. So even though it's Abyss Light, he's got all the digging skills. He's very quick at this. But yeah, this is several tons of gold just waiting for us from these erupting. And because it's liquid metal... I'm going to speed through it again. Because we can. Because it's liquid metal, we can just get it to form a vacuum as it pours down. It's quite viscous. And then we can just dump it on the frozen biome. We're literally just going to dump it on the frozen biome. That's it. That's all we're going to do. We will literally just dump it on this ice. We will make it like a little hole in the Abyss Light. In fact, I think what we will do is we will actually just come like this. And we will do something along these lines. The chlorine, I think we will just let back up. There is carbon dioxide down here. That's not an issue. The gold does not have a lot of heat capacity. Provided there is a vacuum and that the heat does not transfer from the chlorine into the map, we should be fine. I'm going to need to be a little bit careful, but not like overly careful. Also, don't ask me why there's gold here. I don't know. I don't know how that was even slightly physically possible. I think the map just started like that. But the main thing is, we need to make sure this stays liquid. So, bear in mind, the Abyss Light is hot here. We want the Abyss Light to drip through... We want it to drip through the Abyss Light and not condense anything. So, the Abyss Light will flake heat. I think we actually want to put some insulated tiles in before we do all of this. So, these tiles... Okay, we are going to need to get someone in here who's not Ari, because Ari can't build. But I will get you to dig all of this so we can put some insulated tiles in. And then we'll just let the gold run over here. This is a very large amount of gold. Gold is so low heat capacity, just dumping it on the ice would be a problem, right? No, exactly. It's not a problem at all. This is a great seed to have two gold side by side. Yes, this is the Skewed Asteroid. It's a fixed lab seed where the Terra biome starts lopsided and space is all weird and the magma is all over here. But the other neat thing about this seed is it has the two gold volcanoes in this super hot room. You never normally find them in this super hot room. But it's a unique Easter egg on this seed. And it's very easy to defuse, and I just need to do it correctly. So what we'll do is we'll dig out all these tiles. I'll dig out, let's see, are these hot? I think I want to leave the hot ones. Wait. These are going to leak all the heat out into the gas. There's a way of doing this. I think what I need to do... I think I need to tile and then dig diagonally. Okay. Just, let's confirm. You are actually... Okay, you're building impaired. You're not actually unconstructive. So I'm going to let you build. Just very low priority. And then I'm going to yellow alert this, and you're going to do it. So let's make you out of, I don't know, what? Granite? Igneous rock? Igneous rock. Right, build this, and then we'll corner dig all of these tiles so that we can disarm the abyss light. Well, I guess it'll be a vacuum. That's fine. Right, let's think about this. You haven't looked at any of the lab stuff? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But this one's weird because it came out for Clayfest 2023, I think. And it is a very specific lab seed. Most of the lab options are actually still somewhat random elements to it. Right, and I think I'm going to dig this too. Because the gold could just go either side of this, and I think that's fine. In fact, I don't think there's any real need for me to dig that at all, so I won't bother. We'll just let it pour down here. We also, last time we were here, we actually opened up this polluted water vent and had it trickle down here somehow. I'm not that fussed. There is not going to be enough heat in this gold for us to worry about that. I was very worried about that initially. We will just do something else with the polluted water vent. Right, so now we need to actually start tiling this. So, let's get rid of the chlorine. Did I actually release the chlorine here? Yes, but it's all got up here. So let's keep tiling this. I'm just going to yellow alert this, right? Wait, what are you doing? Oh, that's actually a reachable. Hold on. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I don't actually want any more dupes at the moment. Let's just stick with 8, because they're getting kind of idle. I'm kind of not giving them that much to do at the moment. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Do that, and then you can get in here. Then you can do this too. No. What are we doing? I mean, you can do this. That's fine. Okay. Right. Let's think properly about this. If I let gas into here, it's going to get hot because of the abyss light, and then we're in trouble. So I need to actually just dig this. Do I just let the chlorine out? I think I just let the chlorine out. I just need to be careful this initial stage. Right, let the chlorine out, that's fine. So now we could dig all of... I think now I just tile this. So I guess gold is orange. True, it's it's a weird color. It doesn't quite match the volcano. I think I just wanted to make sure it didn't look too much like polluted water, I imagine. Right, yeah. Build this. The good thing about this quest is that it's literally just the dupes. It's literally just this dupe. So the abyss light won't flake heat into the tile. That's fine. What is the purpose of me doing this again? I wanted to make insulated tile. We want to get the gold through this bit. Oh, this needs to be insulated tile. Okay, well, let's just replace it all first. Yeah, let's just replace it all first. So let's yellow alert, dig this. This is the Ari adventure for now. I'm just going to get you to build the tiles first because it'll be... We're just want to get it done. Dinglebopper is suffocating. Oh god, why? You need to dig this. Okay. I was not paying attention. That's fine. Yeah. Quit your whining. I want to dig this too. Yeah, go ahead and dig this. Just get more buck roots for now, that's fine. Oh, Ari, are you going back? You are, it's downtime. Okay, go ahead and go back. We'll get this sorted. The main thing is, I just want to make sure... Wait, are these tiles actually heating? They are! Interesting, so they are actually absorbing heat from the abyss light. That's not good. That means this all needs to actually be insulated tiles. I guess they are flaking just very slowly. This is bad. So, abyss light has a heat capacity of 4. That's as much as water. And it's all very hot. Like, very hot. This isn't quite a problem yet, but obviously when the gold comes out, it could be a problem. If the gas gets scalding, then we can't do any of this. That is the key, is we need a vacuum to form, and we need the vacuum to form once it's past the hot abyssalite. So I also need to actually put a tile here, which we can do. And we can do that now. So I'm going to yellow alert this, and we're going to get Ari to do all of this, because I hate Ari. Now this is cold, so we can dig this out. Yeah, we're now... This is now the Ari adventure. That's what this is. He's not complaining, though. Actually, hold on. Ari. They are not complaining. They have very nice eyelashes. Right, now you do not have a lot of building experience, so this is going to be painful. But I don't think we can really actually have anyone else do this, so this is fine. This is also a lot of insulated tile, but that's fine. We need to make sure that a vacuum forms. So we need there to be a step in the tile. Oh, whoops. Oh, this is bad. I don't think I should have done that. Oh god, how long is it going to take you to build a single insulated tile? Okay, you're good. Good job. See, that got somewhat hot. That's what we're talking about with the flaking. Replacing these should be relatively straightforward. But it's going to take Ari a little minute. Let's keep doing research, I guess. Let's get the metal refinery. I want that at some point. I don't mind front-loading a little bit of this research. This gold volcano stuff is more important. But basically, I just want to make sure that all of the cold abyssalite is replaced with insulated tiles. Because I don't want the liquid to flake against the cold abyssalite. And then what I could do is I could dig up the hot abyssalite from this safety zone. So now I can remove this one. That one probably didn't actually need to be insulated. Yeah, now this isn't going to flake any heat out. Maybe I'm overreacting to that, but that's fine. Am I giving you construction practice? Minus 75% speed is brutal. Right, okay. So that's good. That means we can dig this out. Now? The more of this we can dig out, the better. So... I ultimately need to get over here. So I think I need to get down here and do these. This one could be insulated as well. So I think what I do for that is I put a regular tile here. You're pretty good at building regular tile. And then you could do this one as insulated. Those two gold canoes teach me not to trust 2 layers of abyssalite and pressure damage. Yes! The pressure damage can be quite high. Also, we've got more gold flowing. That's good. Right, so the issue now is I need to dig these 2 tiles without letting this out. I think I'm going to need to just build the insulated tiles sequentially. Let's do it. And then we can replace the tiles one at a time. How likely is the gold to form tiles rather than debris? Not likely, because it's not going to transfer any heat until it drips out. That's the whole point of this setup. Maybe it will form a tile initially. It didn't when we had the actual liquid down here. The only thing that occurs to me is you're not getting the liquid to liquid conductivity bonus down here, but it's too cold for polluted water as well. That's why originally I actually diverted it into here instead of the frozen biome. But I want to try this out. Oh, you've got downtime again? Okay, well, you can build this and then go back. I think this is all fine. I don't mind leaving you guys here for a little while we sort this out. Dig the algae as well, that's good. Dig all of this. You could dig a lot of this metal out as well. And then just dig all of this out. I don't really need you to do anything that specific yet. Also, I do need you to get in here. I think I actually need to ladder this. Oh, okay. Don't stop yellow alerting stuff for just a second. And then we actually need to dig this. Get you out of here as well. Then you should be able to do all of this, right? Okay, the oxygen level has dropped now, so the carbon dioxide level has dropped, so this is still not quite working. It's irritating. We got a little pocket of carbon dioxide here because the pump is running. Let's actually go ahead and do this. I think that would make sense. And then we can get most of that stuff gone. I just want to give them stuff to do while Ari is working away. Right, so the next thing we want to do is get Ari to remove this. I'll tell you what, if we could get the gold out of this room into here today, that's the main thing I want to do. And then the hydrogen as a plus. Because then once we've got a load of refined metal, we can do basically whatever we want. And this is a load. We're going to keep getting more. And we could we can't geotune them. Because we can't actually get in here to analyze them. That's the one problem with this trick. Because we're not actually cooling down the room. We can't get in here without scalding. Because the ammo suit is not built for temperatures like this. The gold is coming out too hot as well, so the gold is gradually heating this room up. Right, we're almost done on this. The key is going to be to make a staircase and to disarm the gold at the right moment. So obviously I can dig this tile out now, but then I will need to make sure to put in more insulated tiles. Let it out. And this abyss light is cold as well. I think we just make the staircase going down here. We just make a big staircase. And the gold will form the barrier. The issue is... The issue is, I think, as well... If we just let the gold drip out here, it will condense against the gas in here eventually. This gold does not have a lot of heat capacity. It might be enough mass. Right, I think what we do is we save it here and we play around with it. We're allowed to reload, by the way. So the key is... almost done sealing in all this hot material. So there'll be hot material here, that's fine. I could rebuild that as insulated. And then I think we just build it as insulated going down here. And then we just let it pour out this way, right? Maybe. I just want... If we have insulated tile here and here, then we should get enough gold drips that we should have enough vacuum that we should be fine. I think. Okay, this might take you a minute, Ari. Maybe we saved a bit prematurely. I'm also intentionally not watching what we did last time because that would be kind of lame. Let's see how much braining we could do after like a whole day of being out and about. You're hungry? Why are you hungry? You're always... All these dupes are always going to be hungry, right? You'd use a nap? Oh, God. You didn't have time to do all your downtime stuff. Well... That's too bad. I don't want to see you do all of this. Dupes will pass out when stamina reaches 0. Oh, really? Rest seems fine for everyone else. How is the rest of this stuff going? So, you should be up here doing all of this now. Alright, we'll let Ari go to sleep. Ari's fine. I'm not entirely sure why Ari is fine. But he is. He's in the loo. He's tired. I'll stop yellow alerting Ari though. Let's actually watch Ari once they're done. Travado could get astronomy and Ari... Oh. Ari could get building. I think we just get Ari building so that he's not going to be as penalized for all this work. I should have probably done that last cycle, shouldn't I? Whoops! These are getting too hot. This isn't actually generating more heat. The heat is just spreading out from all of this. We dug up most of these tiles to try and delete some of the heat. We can dig this one up too. Fun fact, the gold volcano is the hottest thing anyone will ever encounter in SO. It just doesn't matter because gold has so little capacity normally. I mean, well, the tungsten volcano gets way hotter. The tungsten volcano is like 1,100 degrees hotter than this. On the Marshy asteroid. And I'm saying that because we've actually been to the Marshy asteroid now. Because I put that off for absolutely ages. But yes, gold is specifically quite hot. Tungsten also doesn't have much heat capacity. So again, it doesn't matter. But it's a little intimidating. I think is probably the point. Right. I think we're pretty close to getting this done. I would like to see people do this. And I'll just keep an eye on everyone in the meantime. We still have a lot of muck root available. I think you're grabbing this stuff. Right, so Ari, I guess, is now going to come down here, right? Yeah. And we're just going to... I think we are literally just going to let it pour out and then let it form a vacuum. I think it will actually even delete the stuff here. Oh, yes. Tungsten doesn't exist without it. Tungsten doesn't exist without spaced out. Really? That's weird. I hadn't even considered that. That's very weird. I think that will be enough. You know, I think everyone saying that I need to do a run without the spaced out DLC has a point. Like, normally, initially I kind of discounted that. Let's actually get the mechatronics research too. That will be relevant eventually. Right, there's a relatively low amount of carbon dioxide in here. The gold will flow in here. And I think it will delete the carbon dioxide as it goes, or push it into the room. Let's see what happens. Or it'll just heat the carbon dioxide up, but that will actually be fine because it's trapped. But I think I want it to be a vacuum. I guess we'll save it later. People are getting idle again. Let's dig out the rest of this then, cowards. Yeah, just dig all this out. Oh, wait, let's actually have a look at this. Is this done? Yes, this is done. So, no filter set. I think I need this to be... Oh, a NOT gate with hydrogen. Vent anything that's not hydrogen. Okay. God damn it. Stop alerting everything. Hey, Neo. They're just saying hi. I have to catch us on YouTube. Fair enough, yeah. See you later. Okay, look. You're going to do one more lot of gold, copper ore, please. I'm going to say if you detect polluted oxygen pump for now, and then we'll fix it later. How will Ari escape after digging that tile? I don't know. He just did. Right, we want to build a ladder. So, ladder can be made out of obsidian. It's probably unneeded. Actually. Make it out of igneous rock. Hi, Rickett. Small question. I try ranching with my Rex, but it will deaden the new asteroid. Will I get a new egg one day in the portal or never? You will get new eggs often in the portal. It will take a while. But you will eventually get one because you've discovered the biome. And also, even if you don't discover a biome, after cycle 500, you will get eggs from it randomly. We got a Rex egg on our Sour Castle bus run, and we haven't discovered anything to do with the Frosty Planet pack on that run. Right, okay. God, you are slow. You do actually have only -1 construction now. That's good. Right, let's save it here. Let's save it here and dig this up. So, just to reiterate, it's all hot over here now. And what I will do is I will dig this tile and then I'll remove this. So this will all stay heated, and then the carbon dioxide should get deleted or vacuumed out. Oh, do I just want to dig that and then deconstruct this? I think that's what I want to do. Let's do that. Okay. Do this. I hope I'll succeed when we get one. Yeah, I mean, is there a seed checker you could use to check what will actually print from the printing pod? Does that resource exist in ONI? I feel like it probably should. Because it's not particularly random, is it? I guess it is random every time you reload. Oh god. Okay, maybe. Anyways, let's stop worrying about that. Let's start worrying about this. Let's start worrying about the gold. I'm gonna need you to deconstruct this tile. And then we'll see what happens. We have a load of abyssite debris down here, but that doesn't conduct heat, so I'm not fussed about that. This is going to be the moment of truth. I think what we've got should work, but citation needed. We'll see. We've got the single tile here. And we need the gold to form the vacuum. Which it should do. Let's see. Right, let's watch this in slow motion. So we got carbon dioxide up here. That heats up very quickly. The gold flows into here. The gold is still on these two tiles. Carbon dioxide does not have a lot of heat capacity. The gold is now flowing down here. It is continuing to flow. It's cooling down on the carbon dioxide, but not very quickly. Okay, we got some debris. That's good. I mean, it's not great. Okay, it's melted again. That's good. There's still carbon dioxide here. The carbon dioxide is getting added back from this tile. I mean, the good news is it's pouring down here. The bad news is it's staying as a liquid. Okay. It does seem to be tiling out it does seem to be debris out very quickly. The good thing about metals is it takes a very large mass for it to form a tile instead of debris. Like a very large mass. So we should be fine. But this is all dependent on a vacuum actually staying somewhere. But actually, we have paid we already have 4 tons of gold. This is enough gold. Even if this breaks, we've succeeded. I think we will end up with vacuum in here. But it's... The melting point, the freezing point of gold is 1060 degrees. The carbon dioxide is hot enough that this isn't a problem. Is it? Oh, it's condensing against the igneous rock here. That needs to go here. You need to grab this. That's what's causing it to convert. You need to grab that now. Sorry, Ari. Okay. The good news is, though, we've succeeded. It's melting the ice. That's fine. We can put in ladders to deal with that. Okay, I think perhaps this was a slight oversight, but the vacuum is forming otherwise. And because the gold's going to keep pouring out here, It should keep heating these tiles up. Now, you're going to get a little bit scalded. Probably. No? No, you're actually fine. You're not very strong, but that's okay. You're also cooling down the gold just by standing in it. This is fine. Is this going to be today's thumbnail? The Ari adventure, maybe. I don't know. Probably get a shot at the gold volcano for that, right? Ooh! That could be a good shot. Do you want to get Ari to remove this? I could get Ari to remove this. I mean, the only problem is the gold isn't flowing now. That's because most... Oh, we got to get rid of the carbon dioxide. That's the one wrinkle with this. Okay. Branching is not really easy to do for each species. Yeah, Dartle Rex is pretty bad anyways. It's my least... It's definitely my least favorite. I think I'm actually going to get you to build an insulated tile here just to make sure that it doesn't do anything. But this gold... Oh, this gold will cool down eventually if this stops flowing. Oh, that's the issue with this as well. If he stands on the tile, it condenses. Maybe this isn't going to work forever. Either way, we've got 10 tons of gold to grab, so that's good. Ladder could go here. That could be a pretty nice. But, yeah, getting this gold is way less complicated than you think. I think we will end up with enough normally pouring down here from the volcanoes that it should be fine, provided that we don't keep wandering into here. Now, the carbon dioxide is getting a bit hot. That is true. But equally, we can dig up some more of the icy biome and cool it down a bit. And the other thing is, we could actually eventually set up mechatronics to come in here and grab all this gold. I don't think this gas is going to get to 1,000 anyways. Right, now I need you to remove that again, sorry. Them's the rules. I don't make the rules. You just need to get rid of the gas. And then you need to get rid of the rock again. Oh. Shit. I think that will solve itself. Maybe? Okay. You're done. You need to relocate this here. But you're going to stand there instead and be a moron. Okay. Oh, the carbon dioxide ended up here. There's a slight problem with this plan. I think maybe I just build a tile out of some conductive material. The problem is, if we build a tile, the gold is going to condense. I mean, I think we've kind of succeeded anyways. Okay. Okay, good news. We got the vacuum here. And we got 4 tons of gold here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, look. We got granite. Granite is not very conductive. Well, actually, granite is conductive. Granite's going to turn into magma and then condense, right? We don't want that. Oh, whatever. I don't care. Let's just try it. Let's just try stuff. We got any good dupes? Not really. I love camera return, by the way. Oh, we don't want that tile. We want this tile. Ari is gonna be quite annoyed at the end of all of this, right? You guys can't reach the errands. Stop complaining! Stop posting about errands. Okay, you can come up here and now dig all of this access shaft because you're being so stupid. I don't want you actually getting in here. You can remove this as well, and you can remove this. And then you can dig most of this. There you go. Okay, let's look at this. Right, now... remove this. See, the issue is the gold condensed. That's not what we want. Now I've got carbon dioxide in here again. The carbon dioxide keeps getting pushed up here. I think I have an idea. You construct this. You construct this. We can build tiles from this side, can't we? We need to. I mean, the good news is all the gold is coming out. So we have succeeded in extracting all the gold that is currently erupted. The bad news is that this gold is eventually going to condense. And by eventually, I mean more or less immediately. I think there may just end up being a little bit of manual jiggery-pokery with this. Ultimately, the other thing as well is, I mean, I could vacuum it out. The only issue is this is all going to melt and there's various gases in here. So eventually it's going to be annoying. It's quite possible that the volcanoes erupting are going to actually generate enough mass that this stops being an issue. Let's actually just watch. Let's watch what happens if one volcano erupts. Because this tile is the one I'm concerned about. That's going to freeze now. Okay. So that's going to start cooling down. There's a lot of gold in here, though. I don't think the gold in here is ever going to freeze. Because this gas is hot. And then it's just going to keep pouring out here. Eventually. You don't have the steel for an airlock pump, right? No, we don't have any steel. I mean, okay. Here's the thing about this. Yes, this is slowly leaking heat into the carbon dioxide, but the heat transfer is so low between the gas and the metal that it shouldn't actually cause the issues. We can come in here and manually release this now and then, but that doesn't seem like the best overall plan. But the important thing is we have all the gold down here, so once we actually build the ladder, once Ari builds the ladder, we have enough refined metal, we don't have to worry ever again, ever. So I just need to yellow alert this, and then we're done. And then we can start doing everything else. Oh, let's just check what's going on over here as well. So you are now mostly just carbon dioxide. So if you detect carbon dioxide pump, and then you should just run, right? Because that should all go. And nothing in here is off. The polluted water is off-gassing. Really? Well, you can't be off-gassing that much, because you're not even... You're like 23 grams. No, you're not actually off-gassing. You're just being a twit. Right, speedy up. This is going to interrupt itself every now and then. There's the vacuum. It is really a huge amount of gold. I wonder why they put so much there. Well, it's also that the volcanoes kind of start erupting, like... They kind of just start erupting immediately. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm being a twit. Look what I've done. That was supposed to be insulated the whole time. Dig that out. Do this. Sorry. I'm gonna have to come back and think more about this. I mean, the good news is, it should be pretty easy for us to just release this. This should stay liquid because of the conduction through here, but then there's not actually enough heat here for the rest of this. This gold is a little hot, but there's not a lot of it here. Oh wow, there's a lot of it here actually. Let me just relocate that here. We'll come grab the rest later. The volcanoes only become active when you can see them. Yeah, we came down here pretty early to grab the water. But I do think it starts with a little bit, but they're erupting what? I guess they're erupting about 400 kilograms per eruption. I guess it's not a huge amount. I think the thumbnail is just going to be Ari delivering gold. It's fine. It's the Ari adventure. This is an accurate reflection of what we're actually doing. Sometimes, that's actually allowed for thumbnails. And I'm not sure we ever actually had the gold volcanoes on a thumbnail in the previous run. I think that'll do. You do actually need to do this now. Now we're actually like the heat out of the chlorine. I guess we're not. The chlorine is not very conductive either, by the way. The gas is hot, but it's not scalding. We're gonna... Yeah, it took you a while to deliver that gold. That's fine. I'm just gonna let you keep doing this for now. I think with the rate at which these volcanoes erupt, this is not gonna go... This is not gonna go cold for a while. One of these would eventually cool because of the carbon dioxide. So I don't think this is ever going to be a perfect seal, but it is good enough. Oh wow, look! The gold is just burrowing through the ice because it's so hot. That's so funny. Yeah, we're 14 tons of gold. Admittedly, it's going to take a little while to cool all that down. It's literally just burrowing through it like thermite. That's so funny. I will get you to come back here and build this, too. Right, dupes are bored. Okay. I am now going to switch this to hydrogen. Because... these gases all sink, and the gas pressure is low. So let's just let this erupt. And then I think what I do is I actually move this one level lower. Okay, where's the yellow there? Oh, I was supposed to yellow there. That's good. If we left it one level lower, we should never really have any issues with this. Just let the hydrogen erupt. Give me the good sweet purple stuff. Then we can cook all the slime. What else do we want? Let's get the orange research. You guys are not going to enjoy this, but you don't have to be in here very long. I guess you can breathe some of the polluted oxygen as well. And then I want you to deconstruct this. Okay, don't stand underneath the vent to breathe. That's not a good plan. Copy and paste setting. But if you detect hydrogen, activate. Oh, you need to build the wire too. Okay, that's fine. You'll come do that. Shinebug is going to scold. That's probably fine. Right, so now... Now you're venting hydrogen, which is not what we do. Let's just let the room fill up. Filling surroundings 2 seconds later, scolding. Perfect. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll just set up the one hydrogen generator. The hydrogen generator needs to be in a room where we can go, and it's not going to be a problem. So... I think I'm just going to put it here. Do I care about the chlorine? Not really. I think I'll just dig this. Yeah, we'll just dig this. Where's the germs? There's no germs there. We'll put a power control station... and the hydrogen... Okay, we'll put the hydrogen generator and a smart battery in here. And then I think that counts, right? There's a power plant? Let's see. Don't actually have to dig these up. What do I even want to do with all of the gold? I don't even know. There's no slime lung in here, is there? No. Good. But yeah, we can just dump the gold in here forever. This is heating up. I don't think this is ever going to get cold enough that it's an issue. And now, actually, yeah, now we've sealed that hole. The heat from the carbon dioxide really isn't managing to get through here. So if we ever need more gold, we can just tile this back up. I could even just let the gas up here. Would that help? think that would help. Let's do that. Let's keep messing around with the ticking time bomb. Surely this can't go wrong. No, I'm pretty pleased by this. I really did just want to demonstrate that this gold sit-up makes it way easier than a normal run. Right, okay, so now the gold goes through here. The carbon dioxide lands. That forms a vacuum. Okay, well, it won't form a vacuum forever. That's all done that. Okay. That's probably fine. Is it now just going to arrest here? I don't think it will, because the carbon dioxide will now push into this tile. So I think this is actually fine, and I think this will actually stay like this, and it will let the stuff flow. Let's actually check this. I'm just going to watch here for now. If this volcano erupts and we get gold pouring through here, then we don't have to modify this ever again. This will just work. And this really was not that much effort to set up. It was only effort because our dupe had unconstructive, or our dupe had building impaired. Right, it's all pouring out here and actually tiling up here, which is not really what I wanted. We got polluted oxygen here now. That was not really what I wanted. I think what we eventually do is we just set up an auto sweeper to dump it over here. I could just dig this chute out, but I think I would rather just have a low conductivity zone. Just let it pour out. Right, let's see. So you want to build the ladders in here. I think I'm going to have to yellow alert these ladders. There is granite here, so we should actually be able to get here. Now we yellow alert these. Let's check what the situation is up here. So let's actually build a pneumatic door here. And then let's build a hydrogen generator. Probably just one for now. And then a smart battery. Does this count as a power building? It does. And then for the power plant room, we just need one heavy duty generator and 2 or more power buildings. So a smart battery and a hydrogen generator does indeed count for this. Yeah, let's get this set up today as well, and then I think we'll wrap it up. I mean, I can stay up a little bit longer, but I do just kind of want to actually... These were 2 things I wanted to do today, so let's actually sort it out. Wolframite and tungsten does exist without spaced out, but the tungsten volcano doesn't exist. That's true. The tungsten volcano definitely doesn't exist without spaced out. But I did think the tungsten material existed. The tungsten volcano is warm enough to melt abyssite if somehow managed to get to the heat energy to make the abyssite match its temperature. Yes, have you seen people use abyssite melters? They use it with tungsten pipes to melt abyssite. How do they do that? Oh, there's a way they do it. There's definitely a way they do it, but they melt the abyssite into tungsten. Maybe someday we'll do a video on it, but I need to actually figure out how it works first. Right, the gas pressure in here now is pretty high. Maybe we just put an Atmos sensor and an AND gate in here. Might be a good idea. So maybe research the AND gate. We use up the rest of the coal, and then obviously this gas pump should be independent of this generator. That's fine. Food is still good. I think what we'll want to do after this is we will want to set up proper food production. And then once we've got loads and loads of food and storage, then we can just get loads of dupes and we can move off the mealwoods. There is going to be a fair bit of sleep wheat in here as well. That's nice. I think this will be fine. I don't think it's perfect, but we did at least get all the gold out of here. Need to add gold to the list. Yeah, 15 tons of gold. Easy. So, I guess we need to priority 9 this. We need to priority 9 this. This doesn't count as a power plant because the battery isn't built. The hydrogen pipe will need to go over here. It's fine. And then that power wire could go into... I don't know. Let's build the power wire later. Research should be pretty quick. I want to make sure the pressure is at least 1,000. And have it be hydrogen. I think that's a good compromise. Oh, I actually want to dig out the rest of the algae. Let's just do that. Is that going to be a problem? Probably not if we do it like this. We're probably just going to have to leave a couple of tiles. And then we'll come back for the rest. That should be fine. I mean, there's no point not grabbing it. Also, look, we have 30 tons of algae. This is good. I think we should add ice to the list. So now that the gold is on here, it will conduct heat less quickly. It's still conducting heat to the water. It will still melt a fair chunk of this, but we really didn't need to worry about the liquid at all. I think eventually, once enough gold pours in here, it will melt. I think I need to relocate the granite then. That will help. Yes. We need to build this, please. Right, so now this should be pure hydrogen. Okay, that's good. Anybody in here? We got a Quinn with early bird and operating 9. That is good. We got a duress to impress decorator with increased creativity. That's pretty good. Quinn is obviously more useful. Let's take Quinn. I think we're at the point where we can take good dupes again. So Quinn could be an operator as well. Maybe this means that we start speccing Nicola into cooking. That seems fine. I will remember to do that, I'm sure. Do that before the day is done. Right, okay, so other things we can do. Obviously, we can get this set up now. That's good. And, yeah, then we can just start planning the rest of everything out, because now we actually have all the stuff we need. Got mechatronics as well. Not that we have a mechatronics guy, because we never actually picked one. But that's fine. Okay, so all this water's melting, but that's fine, because we don't actually need access to this. I think all this snow will melt as well. Snow is not very conductive. But that will all melt eventually. This will melt again, once it gets hot enough. The gas is not conductive enough. Yeah, neither of these gases is conductive enough. So I think this will solve itself over time. Because the heat is transferring from here to here. It's only freezing when it gets to this tile. The gas is actually flowing. It's not a vacuum, but it's low conductivity enough that it should work. These have stopped growing. That's questionable. We still have a lot of muckroot. We've actually just been digging out a lot of muckroot. Oh god, you're still bored. Okay, come in here and do all of this then. I'll figure out something for you to do eventually, don't you worry. Dig all of this. Skills. Right, Nicola, you can have cooking. You're now the cooking dupe. We were gonna move the kitchen up here. I want to wait until we've done the research though. Wait. We're out of water! We're out of water! Rip. You're gonna have to dig all of this. That's fine. I want you to dig all of that anyways. Let's just priority 9 this. So that we're actually getting there. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And then you're just gonna build this, and then you'll be all good. More hydrogen's coming out here. There's a lot of hydrogen here now, that's good. I think all the polluted oxygen will just get breathed up pretty quickly. What's the temperature looking like? Obviously, the heat from the hydrogen is not going to be super high. We can get rid of some bits. That slime is actually not germy. So we can get rid of that. We can get rid of clay, because we can actually just climb up this. We can't climb up this because we don't actually have access there. Okay, don't worry about that. In that case, just dig these two then. And I guess we can actually just dig these two as well. Not that I really want to. I'll just leave those. Let's have a look for more stuff we can dig. I think we could dig all of this. There's no germs on that slime. So we can actually go in here and dig all of this out. I feel like I'm gonna miss one of these. A little bit of off-gassing going on now, but you'll grab most of that off-gassing stuff and put it in here, right? Neo's earned a skill point. Neo can get suits. Neo can get farming. We need more farmers. Oh, you need another bed as well. I kind of just forgot to give a new bed. Whoops. I think this is a problem that will solve itself. Oh, look! Wait, we got a Pacu in... What? Why do we have a Pacu in here? Are you going to just become a goldfish? I don't think you are. Did we just dig up a Pacu egg and it hatched in here or something? I wasn't paying attention. We have 105 mealwood seeds. I think we are gonna do Pacu next. That seems like a plan. Right, you're set. You're 10 and 90. That's great. So you are a power plant in here. This also means, by the way, I can put the power control station in here now, and we can actually tune all of this. And it means we can conductive wire everything. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's just conductive wire everything at this point. So, where are we going to do that wire? It's probably just going to be here, right? Gold is not very hot. You can just do all of this. And everything else can get left behind. That can actually go like this. That's fine. That can go like this. Oh, it's such a miracle when you actually have the wire to do stuff. And then this could go... go here. And then... that could go here. I think. Wait. that's probably what we'll do. You know, actually do it like this, and then cancel this. Yeah, that seems good. And then up here, go all the way up here. This wire could just go up here, because we can build with all these tiles. There you go. And then I'm just going to plug this in here for now. And then what I'll do is I'll set the hydrogen generator to high settings, and then I'll set the coal generators to low settings. And then we should only run the coal if we run out of hydrogen power. Or if the hydrogen power isn't enough. Or we run out of hydrogen. That should solve everything. Okay. Yeah, look, see? It's melting here temporarily. And then it's refreezing. So the gold... I think the gold... Yeah, the gold is actually making its way down the hill. I think? No. No, we just got a big pile of liquid gold here now. Okay. No, we don't. We have a big tile of gold. It's too cold. And then we have a small tile of liquid. And then it's sort of remelting. Not actually managing to get down here. I think this will solve itself. I'm not going to pay a huge amount of attention to it. The only issue now is... I think this is going to take a while. Okay, here's the issue. Ari has to get the gold out of here. He is atmosuit trained. He is the only one qualified to go down here. And we obviously have such a range of conditions, we don't want regular dupes coming down here anyways. So what we need is we need mechatronics so we can get the gold out into the base automatically. The issue with that is our dupes do not have mechatronics. We do not have anyone anywhere near mechatronics. So that is an issue. I guess we give Ari a load of strength, right? In any case, we've done the research. I don't know, let's get fine art, whatever. Let's set this up with an AND gate. And we'll do this with copper because we have copper. We want to use copper. So that could go there, and then the automation wire could go here. Then that could get cut, and then that can go there. Then that could be priority 9. I guess you're doing everything priority 9. Okay. I think that will be it. I think that'll be it then. I'm pretty happy with this. We've got to think about what to do next. Obviously, we have gold, but the issue now is getting it out because we only have one atmosuit trained dupe. We could just get the strong dupe to go down without suit training. That is true. I'll have a think about what to do, but I think it's pretty clear the next thing we're going to do is actually do Paku, because we have enough mealwood seeds now. We should do it. Supplement our food production. And then we can get more dupes, and then we can actually get more labor. I'll have a think about what to do. It is going to be about finding more geysers as well. We do know that this is a polluted water geyser. Actually, hold on. Here's the trick, by the way. Use yellow alert on duties and it tells you what it is. It's a cool slush geyser. Interesting. So the fact that we have a cool slush... Okay, here's the fun thing as well. The fact that we have a cool slush geyser means we can feed it to goldfish and they can purify the cool slush into water. And that will... And we can cool that pretty easily. And it's probably what we want to do, right? Just like we did in the Sandbox Showcase video. I made a video about using goldfish for cooling stuff. I think that's what we're going to do with this run. I want to test out the extreme goldfish cooling. And because we have a source of polluted water, we can do that. And we can run it past the cold bit for the goldfish first. Yes, okay. That is now the goal of this run. Our goal is to get mass goldfish cooling operational. And then maybe we'll even use that to cool this. I don't know. But I'm just happy because we've actually got the gold volcanoes sorted. I'm very happy. Right. Let's actually save it. Let's go back to the main menu. And we'll wrap it up. It's obviously late for fish. We're up way later than usual anyways, that's fine. But what I will do is I will have a look at where we were last time. I'll have a look at where we were on the previous playlist. So, previously gaming, and I'll link you as well to where we were previously. Right. Okay. Last time we got... Okay, this is funny. Right. Let's mute the video, because I don't want you to hear the old audio. Give me a sec. Okay, we're here. This isn't confusing at all, is it? Oh, look at the platies! Look at the old platies! Oh, they're cute. I remember them. The Zebradanios. Old fish! They were cute. We had the skull. We had the skull really prominent for a while. It is still in the tank. It's just at the front and the bottom, and now the camera's at the top, so you don't see it. It's looking good. I guess we had a lot of mulm in the tank. That's fine. Enough of fish tank review. The point of this section is we're actually looking at what we did in the previous run. So there's the gold here. Yeah, we actually managed to dig down there by cycle 22 last time. We put an oxygen diffuser down there so that they could breathe. Fair enough. Did we break something? We let a load of hydrogen out. There's a natural gas vent all the way over there. Wow, we really did get exploring far, didn't we? My god. Also, I haven't got the puff cam on. That's me in my Christmas jumper. Okay, this is weird. This is really weird. There's two of me. Ah. I forgot that we had puff cam on like the whole of last time. Cool Steve vent. We just started installating this. This was silly. We shouldn't have done this. Wait, did we? I think we just opened the hydrogen vent and just had it vent out into the map. Yeah, because we didn't care, because the dupes weren't going to get stressed. That's funny. Okay. What else were we doing? We were digging all the way down there. We let the polluted water vent out, right? Just digging around. Streamception. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Because we've done a seeded challenge once. Okay, so we let the polluted water out the vent here. We let it flow through the Draco room because it would flow through here and the gases wouldn't mix. So we weren't worried about the chlorine getting anywhere. But I think it was pressure damaging this tile. Yeah, because it was all echoing into this tile. It pressure damaged it. It's not what you want to see. Did I care about that? I don't know. So we poured all the polluted water down here. Did we use the polluted water for the vacuum? Oh, we set up a gas pump here. I think we literally vacuumed out this entire room. I think that's actually what we did. I think we just vacuumed the entire room. I think it just does start with this much gold. Right, let's skip forward a little bit. Loads of bristle blossoms. Yeah, because we had the cool slush vent. Oh, we went over to the teleporter asteroid. We got the dupe over there. Okay, well, obviously we're not doing any of this time. Let's skip past this bit. Yeah, we just set this all up to run off of the water sieve, right? What's this? Did we find the... Okay, so we found the biobot builder. We're building a load of hydrogen generators. That's fine. That's a lot of hydrogen generators. Why so many hydrogen generators? Oh, it's because we let so much hydrogen accumulate. We just wanted to get rid of it all. Yeah, that makes sense. We did just literally let it into the map. Pee? There we go. Someone peed on stream. You guys don't see that very much these days. Someone actually peed. I don't know who this twit is letting the dupes pee everywhere. We found the oil biome. So the oil biome is to the right of the map as well. There's a big natural gas blob there. We grabbed oil. Yeah. We rushed this to grab oil for something. What was that something? Was it for gold volcano stuff? I don't know. Oh, it's for the Biobot builder. Yeah, we found the Biobot builder. We tried to... Yes, you're right, left. Oh, God. Can you tell it's been a long day? So we found the Biobot builder. We were circulating all the carbon dioxide around. We wanted the extra labor. I think we just wanted to try it. Okay, so that was the remaining thing we did there. Yep, lots of carbon dioxide. I feel sad that Biobots aren't really worth the effort these days. It was fun to try out, though. At least we learned how to do that on this run. We really let the hydrogen get out of control. What the heck happened? Is there another hydrogen vent? I think there might have been a second hydrogen vent and we just let it erupt. Were they ever worth the effort? Probably in a run like this, but like, I don't think so. Great, good job. This went crazy. So much hydrogen. I wish I got like an overview shot of where all the gas was coming from. I think there is a second hydrogen vent. I just haven't seen where it actually was. Right, well, that's enough of that. Thanks very much, everyone. You know what? Yeah, thanks very much, everyone. We'll go raid someone. Who are we gonna go raid? If you're still here from Taco's raid earlier, thank you very much for sticking around. I do appreciate your company. But I don't know who we're gonna actually raid. Oh, I'm streaming, apparently. Wow, amazing. Great. Further readings playing RimWorld. Beer tier? Oh, let's go raid beer tier. I've never raided beer tier. Wow. I didn't even realize beer tier still streamed. Okay. Let's see. So that is beer tier live. Beer tier is like one of the OGs. Is that how you spell that? Yes. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go raid beer tier. Let's go say hi. Let's see what they have to say. But yeah, take care, everyone. We'll be back Monday, I think. And I'm not sure what we'll do tomorrow, but we'll probably just sleep. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.